Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football playoffs. Tonight, the Kind Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Rightmark Roofing presents the Indian Valley Braves hosting the Circleville Tigers in this Division IV Region 15 Week 2 playoff. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
Welcome to Janaten Hutton and the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio and your Wood Electric pregame show live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Tonight, round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs in 2025 is here, and the Indian Valley Braves will host the Circleville Tigers. Nick McWilliams, Shannon Thomas, your broadcast crew for tonight. Thanks to Daniel Adams as well here in town to do our social media, and for the Claxon Communications crew and Jaron, Aber, as well as Jeremy Holbrook. I got to say, Shannon, it's going to feel a little bit weird for some of these Indian Valley faithful coming in here, because it was almost like the season was over last week because of the bye week, a first-round bye. That's all right. It clearly isn't keeping anybody away.
No, it was a long 2 weeks for some of these Indian Valley fans. If you talk to them, and I'm sure the players, they were probably ready to play, but they also had the extra time to get a little bit healthier. Like I said, we got here at 5 o'clock, and I was standing here. Well, I was up here at 5 o'clock, and I was talking to Jeremy Holbrook, and we were just talking about how many people were in line at 5 o'clock, and all of them probably live within 6 or 7 minutes of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's pretty much what the odds are whenever it comes to it within district and everybody driving to come to the game. Everybody having the short travels, you know, they're probably not too upset about that. You got to love a home field advantage, especially when it comes to the OHSAA playoffs. Speaking of that home field advantage, these Circleville Tigers, it was last week their first ever home playoff game and first ever home playoff win. So you know they're coming in here with their spirits as high as they possibly can be.
Yeah, you know, they've been rebuilding things down there and trying to get everything back, and I believe that was only their only second ever playoff appearance is what I was told, but I might be wrong there. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But, I mean, your opponent is sitting at home getting a week off, and you come up with a big home playoff win. I mean, that just had to be big things for that community.
Yeah, that was a 31-14 victory over the Philo Electrics. And yes, Indian Valley faithful, that Philo Electric, somebody that they know oh so well, do these Braves. So I kind of wonder, Shannon, you know, are they thinking to themselves, man, we almost would have rather had Philo just because it is an opponent that you know, it's an opponent that you have met multiple times in the postseason? Or are you all right with the draw with the kind of unknown being in there?
Well, I think you always would rather play somebody that you know a lot of their consistencies, but at the same time, I mean, it's high school football. Most of these kids on this Indian Valley team has never played Philo, so it doesn't do them any good, even though the coaches know a little bit about them.
Yeah, it's been, I guess, a couple years since we've seen that matchup. Well, here in round 2, you got the defending state champions out of Division IV at Indian Valley. You got a Circleville team that's hungry to keep their playoff hopes alive under a new head coach as Jay Sherritt coming out of retirement. He's got his own accolades and records from years past whenever it came to being down there around Pickerington Central. He's a long-time coach down there, and, you know, coming back as a Circleville native here. I know that everybody's obviously enthralled or overjoyed with what he was able to put together so far this year with 7 victories in that home playoff appearance. Do you think, though, that there's the potential to be a little bit too wide-eyed, though, considering it's your first time around?
And you might get caught up in the moment a little bit or this or that. That whole deal kind of reminds me of the Buddy White thing at Claymont. You know, he goes off somewhere else, has all that success, comes back to his hometown, turns that program around, takes the Mustangs to the playoffs for the first time in 30 years, and he's done the same thing here at Circleville. Yeah, that's what the community needed. They needed him to come home. They needed him to help, you know, turn the program around, get the ship going in the right direction. But at the end of the night, the players still got to be the ones that do what they're coached to do.
You know, with the Indian Valley Braves, they're not going to be afraid to put it on the ground and pound. They can air it out a few times if they need to with quarterback Riker Williams. But the bread and butter being senior running back Grady Kinsey, knocking on the doorstep of some state record history. As for Circleville, much of the same, Shannon, because they are going to be a grounded out attack too. Not a whole bunch in this offense in terms of pushing the ball down the field. Hey, this could be a really quick night.
Yeah, this might be one of those nights just like last week we seen right down 36 there in Newcomerstown between the Generals and the Trojans. These two teams get running that ball and the coaches don't take timeouts. We're going to be out of here probably before 9 o'clock.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Somebody is moving on to the regional semifinals out of this showdown here in Division 4 and Region 15. And you can stay tuned for all that action on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Be sure to get subscribed today. Never miss out on a broadcast. Follow along with all our updates on our social media platforms. Other games that we have going on tonight live at 99.9 and also on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Garraway is on the road as they will be taking on Crestview. That has the potential to be a really interesting close battle here in the postseason. Also live at WJER 100.9 FM, those Strasburg Tigers are on the road as they will match up against Waterford. We also have you covered with updates for Ridgewood, Malvern, and Conotton Valley in their respective playoff showdowns as well on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. Ridgewood, of course, taking on Centerburg. Malvern on the road against Monroeville, and Conotton Valley matched up against their top seed in Hillsdale. Stick around. We're going to take our first time out of your Wood Electric pregame show, and coming right up, you're going to be hearing from both head coaches, Jay Sherritt from Circleville, Matt Lancaster from Indian Valley, on the way.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills, get certified, get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Hey, wake up. New drinks just dropped at Wendy's. Cold foam, cold brew coffee, and sparkling energy. Both the caramel and the chocolate cold foam are just, so good. And the pineapple citrus and cherry limeade sparkling energy each have 80 to 120 milligrams of added caffeine. So whether you need a treat first thing or to just stop yawning already, mornings hit different. To pick up a new pick-me-up, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Welcome back to your Wood Electric pregame show live from Jeanette and Hutton as round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs are here. The Indian Valley Braves hosting the Circleville Tigers. We'll go along the sidelines with the coach, head coach Jay Sherritt for the Circleville Tigers. Coach, some history made for Circleville last week. First home playoff victory for you guys. A lot of pride out there in Circleville with that.
We've gone through some uncharted water, that's for sure. And get that home playoff game and then get the home playoff win was something really good for our team. And we're trying to trend this program in the right direction. And these guys have absorbed everything that we've done this year, and we've improved each week. And here we are in round 2.
Now, coming into this season, maybe what was a little bit different to try to get to that point of getting that home playoff game and getting that home victory?
Well, I retired for 2 years. Okay, so I was coaching for 35, and then and I'm originally from Circleville. So just the first time I walked out on the field, and then when these guys start walking in the locker room and they talk like me and they carry themselves like me, and it's been 40 years since I've been there, that's been really neat, and I've really connected with these kids, and I think that's helped our team with me being from Circleville. And now they kind of see how what they've done over the past weeks has paid off, and couldn't be happier to be here round 2 and ready to play football.
Now, you guys went through some big wins, to start off the year, a win against Division II school, and, coming down the stretch, knocking off a Philo team that's always a tough out with their running attack. Whenever you guys went through the defensive looks on what you were going to do with Philo, you're going to get a similar thing from Indian Valley in terms of a big-time run game. So what have you been working on the most this week?
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to tackle. And the more tacklers you get to the ball carrier, the better you're going to do. And John Pataglia, our defense coordinator, has done a great job with that, because at the beginning of the season, we weren't a very good tackling team. But we were doing single tackles. Somebody'd miss it, then we'd run up there, and the next guy'd miss it. So these guys are starting to understand the more shoulder pads we can get on the play, the faster we are to the ball. I don't know if we stop them, but hopefully we can corral them and take advantage of maybe a mistake or something like that, because we're going to need a couple. And like I said, we'll figure it out by probably 10 o'clock tonight.
Now, offensively, just looking on the surface from Circleville, you guys have somebody who goes under center who is an incredibly hard player to tackle and get on the ground. Whenever you have that kind of leadership behind center and you know that you can go out there and trust the ball in his hands, how much does that help you out on the offensive side?
Well, Hudson, our quarterback, he's done a great job. This was a whole new system he had to absorb in a short amount of time. But when I found out his decision-making was spot on when it comes to making our blocking checks, and he doesn't care who gets the first down. He doesn't care who gets a touchdown. In high school football, that's big. And he's a major reason why we're here.
The last thing I had for you, just looking at your offensive and defensive lines, you got some size up front. A game like this, especially with the weather that we've got here today, it's all going to be won and lost in the trenches. What are you going to tell your offensive and defensive line to give them that little extra edge?
Well, they're fast and elusive, and you can tell they're a playoff season team. And our guys need to know that once they lock on, stay on, and you might not know what's going on behind you, but don't let the guy you're blocking make the tackle, and good things will happen.
Appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck to the Tigers.
Sure, take care.
Head Coach Jaron of the Circleville Tigers here on your Wood Electric pregame show. Stick around. We've got Head Coach Matt Lancaster of Indian Valley on the way.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Harts's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? Impact Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, Impact Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit Impact Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what Impact Collision can do for you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show live from Janaden-Hutton. The Indian Valley Braves set to take on the Circleville Tigers in round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. As the wind blows, as we're along the sideline with the coach, brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency, Indian Valley Braves head coach Matt Lancaster. Well, we keep saying about football weather getting better later on in the season. It's certainly doing that tonight.
Yeah, it's fall night, fall approaching on winter, and a little wet, a little windy, but I think it's going to end up clearing up by the time kickoff comes and be a great night for football.
Now, it's kind of weird that you guys are talking about being in the second round of the playoffs and no round 1 game for you guys. How did that bye week treat you?
It feels a little weird, and the week was a little strange. It felt like you didn't have a purpose, not preparing for somebody, after preparing so many weeks in a row. But I think it was good for our kids to get a little rest, get a little healing where we need it, and we still continued to work and practice to get better.
Now, whenever it comes to the matchup you got in front of you, you had Philo and Circleville last week with the Tigers picking up the victory. Philo would have been a team that I know you guys know well from previous playoff encounters. Circleville maybe a little bit more of an unknown. So what have you guys been talking about?
Yeah, like you said, we know a lot about Philo. We didn't know much at all about Circleville. First time we've ever played them. Actually, one of the few times we've even seen them on film. So it wouldn't have mattered how well we knew them because they got a new coach. So they do things a little bit differently, with blocking schemes and things like that we're not used to. So they're a ground and pound team, and they really try to establish a physical running game. So we're definitely going to have to be ready to meet their physicality up front.
Now, defensively, last week when they took on Philo, and no surprise, you guys go against this all the time, they were not afraid to stack the box, bring as many defenders in, tight to the line of scrimmage as possible. But that's something the Braves are used to, right?
Well, we hope we are by this point. We tell our kids we don't know how they're going to line up sometimes, just be ready to block it, follow our rules and do what we do. But they do some things a little bit different, but hopefully we've done a good job of showing our kids what they're most likely to see, and then we can adjust as the game goes.
Now we're into the second round, as we've already mentioned. You guys, the defending state champs from Division 4, you're going to have your the target on your back consistently, and it's going to be no different from this round to any round from here on out. Knowing that, does that give the players maybe a little bit extra of the competitive edge?
I hope so, and we've been preaching it to them. That there's going to be a target on their back, and because of what they accomplished last year, so we've got to be ready to come out and defend it, and kind of flip the switch around and not be the hunted, but go on the hunt again. And that's been our motto this year, is to stay hungry, and our kids have done that so far. They've continued to work and not get complacent, and we just got to keep that mentality.
And defensively, with it being a ground and pound attack that you're going to see from the Tigers, it's not something unusual. You see that out of the IVC, but might look a little bit different from some of the other schemes that you've went up against. Trying to have that mental toughness or preach that mental toughness to, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids when it's a little bit colder, when the rain's falling down. How do you guys get that through to them?
Well, I think our kids are ready for the challenge with that because we kind of pride ourselves on stopping the run. We've struggled in the past with some passing teams, but our kids pride themselves on stopping running teams. And so we put the challenge before them this week that they've got a powerful running team in front of them with some good backs and a good quarterback and a really good offensive line, and we're going to see how they respond.
Always appreciate your time, Coach, and as always, good luck to the Braves.
Thanks, Nick.
Head coach Matt Lancaster of the Indian Valley Braves, brought to you by Lindsay Adams State Farm Insurance Agency. Stay tuned. Round 2 of the playoffs is on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Old Town Tavern in Tusky offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Old Town Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Old Town Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
Adventure starts at Addie Polaris in New Philadelphia. Whether you ride Polaris or Can-Am, they've got the machines, parts, and service to keep you rolling. Their certified technicians handle everything from first service to full service, plus tires and repairs on most major brands. Family owned and trusted since 1955, Addie Polaris is your go-to power sports destination for Ohio and beyond. Stop in today or give them a call at 330-339-3351. Addie Polaris LLC, where your next adventure begins.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Hungry? Swing by Tusky Deli, right in the heart of Tusky. They have the lowest prices on deli meats and cheeses, a fully stocked freezer and cold food section, and delicious grab-and-go sandwiches, wraps, salads, and more. And now, every Friday, they are firing up their brand new pizza oven for made-to-order pizzas that are hot, fresh, and unforgettable. Stop in, stock up, and taste the savings. Check out everything they offer by finding the Tusky Deli on Facebook. Tusky Deli, local, fresh, affordable.
Fall is here and those leaves aren't going anywhere on their own. Let Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions handle your leaf removal and trimming so your yard looks clean and ready for winter. Then when the snow starts to fall, stay cozy inside as Wolf's residential snow removal program will take the stress and the shovel off your hands. From fall cleanup to winter care, Wolf's keeps your property looking its best all year long. Call Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions today, 330-204-3933.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org. There's some.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Rolling on with your Wood Electric pregame show. Nick McWilliams, Shannon Thomas, the Claxon Communications crew here as it is round 2 of the OHSAA High School Football Playoffs in 2025. And Shannon, I got to say, you can feel electricity in the air, but maybe a little more calm before the storm type of thing, considering we had a little rain roll through, a little bit chillier night.
Well, I think a lot of people have been here so long. The energy was ramped way up early,
yep.
And now it's kind of calmed down a little bit, and hopefully it's the calm before a great football game and not actually a calm before another storm rolls in.
Well, if you're trusting the radar, it looks like we're in the clear, but we'll wait and see.
I trust the weatherman about as much as I trust a politician.
Oh, we're not going to get into that. It is a matchup of the Indian Valley Braves, undefeated, have not dropped a game since the 2023 regional semifinals, correct? It was the regional semifinals.
Yep, they dropped the semifinal game that year to Steubenville, and they haven't dropped one since.
For the Circleville Tigers, coming in here at 8-3, picking up their first ever home playoff victory ever last week when they took on the Philo Electrics. Now, you and I got some time to kind of sit back and look at what Circleville did in order to win that game. You know, Philo, they're going to do their bread and butter. You know what they're going to do. They're going to pound the rock. They're not going to deviate too far away from that. And they're going to bring you some hard-hitting defense as well. Tigers, it was a tight game throughout most of it, kind of pulled away late there, almost weathered that storm before they found the way to get the edge. Now, this is going to be a defense that's going to have to be up to the task once again with a very physical rushing attack. But this might be a rushing attack unlike one they've seen this year.
Well, and one thing that they did good against Philo is they created turnovers. And we've seen that the Indian Valley players sometimes will fight for extra yards and kind of get that ball away from their body. And if they did what they did against Philo, they're going to come in there swinging and try to knock that ball out. And then they was able to take those turnovers and turn them into points. That's what they're going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to make sure they wrap up Grady Kinsey. They're going to have to wrap up Riker Williams. They're going to have to take the speed element out of the game. At the same time, they're going to have to try to create some turnovers to give them advantage.
Don't know if it picked up that well on the mics or not. The wind is still blowing out here for sure. We know both these schools are not going to be afraid to put it on the ground. Probably not going to be a huge aerial attack from either side today, regardless of the weather, but the wind's not going to help that.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see too many passes from the Circleville quarterback. I know he can throw the ball. We know when Riker wants, he can rifle one. So if they got to go short, maybe with this wind the way it is, he could rifle some passes through there. But he does like to throw them along too. So the wind will determine if Coach Lank will pull the plug on that or not.
Something head coach Jay Sherritt had to say about his quarterback in senior Hudson Phelan was that what he does the best, or what he is most proficient in, is making sure all of your different run checks with your offensive line are in order. Everybody knows their assignment, if they're switching things around, who to pick up where and what to do. That is a huge asset to have if you have a high school quarterback that can do that.
Yeah, and that's just because he reads the whole playbook, not just his position, but every position. I noticed that on film last week. They would change the play real quick at the line of scrimmage, and he was moving running backs around. He was switching the tight end. He was doing a lot of things up there. So he's trying to manage the game and not make no mistakes himself, but he was also making sure his teammates weren't making any mistakes. And like you said, that's a huge plus.
As for Indian Valley, I think they've got a pretty good idea of what they're going to get from Circleville, at least on film. This is the time of year, it's unknown opponents that you don't go up against. They might give you looks that you're not familiar with. That can be a little uneasy if you're a coach, but that's when you go back to the fundamentals of everything. And we know what the fundamentals have been with this Indian Valley defense this year. It is outstanding run defense, and hey, I would say a vastly improved pass defense too.
Yeah, the pass defense has gotten really better this year. They lost a key member of that, and Kyler Vosick went down with an injury. He's out. Not sure if he will make it back this season or not. Defensively, I think this has been one of the better years where they swarm to the ball as a group. Now, teams have been able to get some big yards here and there on them, but altogether, they get to the ball pretty fast, and they're able to create a lot of pressure in the backfield. But the problem is with the three-headed running monster that Circleville's got, you don't want to over-pursue going into the backfield because they'll hit those gaps.
Yeah, and that's Ray Azell, the junior running back, number 2. He's kind of your speedster. Hudson Phelan, the senior quarterback, not afraid to tuck it and run either. And then you also have the big senior running back in Cole Nungester. Both of those, that three-headed monster that you're talking about. Expect to see number 2, number 7, and number 19 in the run game all throughout the night. We'll step aside for the final time in our Wood Electric pregame show. When we return, we'll have kickoff on the way as both teams are set to take the field. Round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs is on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
There's something special about Newtown Mall. It's more than just a place to shop, it's where the community comes together. Whether you're finding the perfect gift, meeting up with friends, or just enjoying a stroll through your favorite stores, it's a great time anytime. With local favorites, familiar faces, and new experiences waiting around every corner, there's always a reason to visit. Stay connected and see what's happening. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram or visit newtownmall.com today.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard ship vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment to stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
High school football in round 2 of the playoffs live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as the Indian Valley Braves are set to take the field after their Week 1 bye and looking to defend their home turf and advance to the regional semifinals. Your defending 4 state champions coming through, and the spear through their banner, senior Rowan Pasine, Mr. Homecoming King himself, coming out.
Yeah, Rowan, he battled a little bit of injury earlier in this year, and he's had a pretty solid senior year, and this has been a very good senior class for Indian Valley, and they're looking to make magic again here in the postseason.
They'll be taking on a Circleville Tigers team that is all business coming in here as they are looking to knock off the champions. And Shannon, you could almost look at this, considering the run that Indian Valley went on last year. It's kind of like a David versus Goliath matchup. Circleville, I don't believe, has ever gone into the regional rounds.
Yeah, I mean, any time that you got to go against a defending state champion, it is David versus Goliath. I mean, you got to come in and don't let what these Braves did last year intimidate you. You got to come in and play football like you've played all year long, and try to be the one to take down the giant. And with Indian Valley, you just got to come in and do everything that you've done for the last 2 years and get out of here and move on to Week 13.
Coming up will be your Cartoons of New Philadelphia opening kickoff from Janayton. Indian Valley won the toss and they deferred, so it will be Circleville who will receive the opening kickoff. Boy, there's something that we've heard more than a few times.
Yeah, Indian Valley's always wants that ball in the second half, and they won the toss tonight, and they took it. They're going to take it in the second half.
The kickoff man for Indian Valley, Colt James, going to be teeing it up. Thanks for tuning in on the Wood Electric pregame show, no matter where it is, as we get set for high school football in Z Country once again. Been a long time coming. If you're a Indian Valley fan after the long wait from last week on the bye, I'd say the Braves are pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, another thing that's been a long time coming was deer season. Everybody out there getting ready for deer season. Well, listen, if you need a new all-terrain vehicle to go deer hunting, maybe a four-wheeler, maybe a side-by-side, hit up Addie Polaris over in Brightwood.
Just down the road from the stadium.
And they got a nice service section over there, and take your wife with you, because every time I've been in there, every once in a while you'll see a dog walking around, so your wife can be distracted by the dog while they help you fill out some financing papers.
3-man will go back deep for Circleville. It's Ray Ezell, Kaiser Cassidy in the middle, and on the near side closest to us it will be Jacob Reichelderfer. The wait is over. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoffs in the air, as it will be Reichelderfer who will grab it on the near sideline. He'll look for room up the numbers. Has a lane. He's at the 30, 35-40. Look for the cutback, and Colt James is there as he will save potentially a touchdown and 6 to start things off for the Tigers.
Yeah, he started to run right there, and his blockers didn't even have to really do anything. The Indian Valley defenders kind of split and left the lane wide open for him.
Great starting field position for Circleville. They'll start on their own 42-yard line, led out by their senior quarterback, Hudson Phelan. Phelan had a big game against the Philo Electrics in their round 1 victory. They'll break the huddle. Split one wide receiver to the right, 2 tight ends on the left side of the line, 1 tight end on the right, more like a wing. In a shotgun, who have a running back in Ezell. Will Phelan, as he'll come up and get some orders to his offensive line. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to go straight up the middle. He's bottled up, and he's driven back. Grady Kinsey in there making the tackle along with Logan Burrier, the junior.
Yeah, Burrier and Kinsey kind of met right there at the quarterback and just shoved him backwards.
Phelan tackled at the 41. About a loss of 1 on the opening handoff. Now, that's something that we know you're going to see a lot from Circleville tonight, Shannon. A lot of just speed options and things straight up the middle.
Yeah, and I hate to say it for Circleville, but over the years of covering Indian Valley, their run defense has always been one of their key assets. So they're going to have to move some bodies up front to try to get a lane. They got the speed if they can get those bodies moved around.
Braves come out in a 4-4 as they'll have 2 linebackers in the middle. Play fake to Ezell. Phelan's going to roll to his left. He's looking for room. O'Connor can't get there. Brogan Wilson pursuing, and now he's met at the 40 and taken down hard.
Yeah, nice job, O. That all set up by the guys downfield in coverage. They locked down those receivers, and he didn't have anything to do with it. He smartly had to pull the ball down, and looks like he might have gained a half a yard back.
Just like last week, Shannon, already the voice is hurting. Back to the line of scrimmage for Phelan, as I don't know who you give credit for the tackle there that time.
Yeah, you just give it to the whole Brave squad right there. Like I said, it started with the coverage, and then the pursuit just wrapped everything up for him.
Braves come out in a 4-2 now as they will spread things out. Will Circleville. Shotgun, empty set. Phelan, pressure off the left side, steps through it, steps up and delivers to his receiver on the left side, but wisely underthrew it as Reese St. Clair was lurking, and that could have went to the house.
Yeah, Reese St. Clair was right there, and luckily that ball hit the turf before it got there.
So incomplete, and quickly a 3-and-out for Circleville, who actually run their punt team on rather quickly. 1 man will go back deep for the Braves. Looks like it's going to be Rowan Pacine. Take it back. That is St. Clair who's back there. Punt is away, and a high, booming kick that will spin on its end as a fair catch for St. Clair, who stumbles, but he'll haul it in at his own 27, and the Braves offense will take over. Shannon, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just as that ball got high enough, the wind kind of picked up going this way, and St. Clair kind of got back on his heels a little bit, but he did a nice job catching it and not muffing it.
As we talked about in the pregame, no Titan Peterman tonight on the Braves offensive line. He is suited up and does have his pads on. Probably one of those we saw it last year from the Braves, as needed, if needed, so to speak.
I was told it's not as needed, it's an emergency as needed. So he's there. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit, but his coaches, they know what's best for him at this time.
Junior Jaron O'Connor is in on the offensive line. Pistol set. Kinsey will motion up as a tight end now. 1 running back in the backfield with Williams. Reed off the left side. He's got a little bit of room, but now with some pressure, 1 stiff arm and breaking down and making a big hit on the sideline. It's going to be the defender from the cornerback spot, number 15, Drake Klinger, the senior, came in like a rocket.
Yeah, Klinger did everything he needed to do right there. He made sure when he hit him, he got both arms around him, and that saved a big gain right there.
About a 2.5, maybe 3-yard pickup. Will put the ball at about the 30-yard line or just shy of it. True pistol set now as Williams lines up in front of Kinsey. They'll go trip spread to the right. Williams ready, takes the snap, pitch play, left side. Kinsey looks for room, cut back, he's at the 35, sidestep the tackle, now he's down the sideline, 50, 40, one man to beat. 15, 10, 5, touchdown as Grady Kinsey takes it in from 71 yards out, and the Braves lead 6-0.
Just an outstanding job blocking up front as Grady Kinsey just kept right on rolling.
You see Kinsey on the Ron's heating and cooling replay did the rest as he had a blocker all the way down the field with him, ensuring that they were going to seal off that edge. One touch, one score for the senior Air Force commit. Extra point upcoming as Colt James will get ready to send it away. Kinsey does not need a ton of room, but when he has it, look out. James is ready. He's through it, and it's good. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff upcoming. Braves lead 7-0 on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Almost time for a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff as Kinsey takes it 71 yards to the house and the Braves rolling early. James is into it. It'll go back to the left side. That's into the hands of Reichelderfer. Off of his hands. It'll battle around. Still loose. Back at the 5. He's going to try to dive on the 4. Might still be loose as the Braves are falling on it. And it will be Circleville ball, but they're all the way back at their own 2.
Yeah, he got lucky there. He kind of picked his head up and he panicked a little bit. He took his head back off the ball. Luckily he was able to get back on that.
Kinsey with that touchdown run, 120 rushing touchdowns in his career, puts him 4 shy of tying the state record, currently held by Daniel Bangura of Canal Winchester Harvest Prep.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
120, not too bad. They'll tighten things up with tight ends on either side of the line. Shotgun for Phelan, who'll have a running back to his left. Going to try to get the Braves to jump, and they might have, as the whistle will come in from the near side.
Yeah, and that's a big help right there because the Braves could have looked to get a safety there, but they kind of got a little antsy on the jump. And that's one thing Indian Valley doesn't do a lot on defenses jump off sides, but they were chomping at the bit right there.
So that will push the Tigers up to make it a 1st and 5, now at their own 7 with a little bit of breathing room. At least you won't have your quarterback standing in his own end zone for a shotgun snap. He'll line up. Phelan will have a running back to his right in Azell. One wide receiver to the right side, wing left, high snap. Phelan corrals it. Azell looks for room, left side. He's grabbed there by the linebacker who breaks down and makes the tackle on the left side by the hash marks. It'll bring up 2nd down in probably about 4.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get a little bit of room right there. He tried to make a little cut, and the Braves were able to swarm over there and bring him down.
Azell's first carry, give him credit for 1. Something we see from Circleville, they're not going to necessarily rush up to the line real quick, and they are not afraid to bring in a ton of substitutions. Try to keep you off balance. Phelan will have Azell to his left. One wide receiver either side. They'll go one by one in the shotgun. Handoff. Azell looks for room. It's a play fake, actually, or take it back as it's Phelan who will go on the left side as he goes up and over top of Carson Hostetler, who will take him down. But it's a First Federal Community Bank 1st down up to the 18-yard line. Pick up a 10.
Yeah, he got up in the air right there. It looked like he was going to try to clear Hostetler, and Hostetler was able to trip him up. But, man, he come down hard on his upper body.
Well, I tell you what, Circleville, if I'm not mistaken, their home games are played on a grass surface. Difference of falling flat out on your belly on a grass surface and a turf surface. You feel the difference.
Yeah, and now this turf surface has got a little bit of drainage under it, and with all that water tonight, that was probably kind of a hard hit.
Shotgun formation. Phelan has a running back to his right. It's Nungester this time. Straight drop for Phelan. Wants a throwback screen to the left. It's not there. He's going to roll to the right side. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field, and it's in and out of his hands. As unable to hold on to it that time was Uriah Woodworth, the freshman.
Yeah, it was kind of behind him right there, so luckily it didn't get tipped up in the air enough to where the Braves could make an interception.
Braves had it scouted out, that little throwback screen that they were trying to go back to the left side to Nungester. Also for Phelan, just to be able to keep that play alive to roll out to the right, showing off his escapability, but there was absolutely nowhere to go. Little play clock issue.
Yeah, they got to get the play clock up to 25, and haven't done that yet.
Now we're going to have a whistle here and reset it. Going to say is still trying to get everything sorted out there. Whereas Circleville, they were coming up to the line. There was only 4 seconds shown on the play clock.
Well, remember during the Claymont game, they ended up having to turn the clocks off because they had too many issues.
And I think we might have had an issue again, and the game clock started before the whistle from the officials, I would assume.
Yeah.
Would be the issue there. So Phelan will stand in the shotgun, finally awaiting to try to get their play in. They'll go on the right side. They're going to stack wide receivers on top of each other out wide. Near side closest to us, one slot receiver. Wing on the left, tight end on the right. I can call out this entire formation before we even get actually set.
Listen, they're having so many issues right now. The Indian Valley coaches are running around. Apparently some of their radios aren't working.
The headsets.
The headsets, they run down there. The officials down there are having problems. And now we got 80-80 on the clock.
I'm not entirely sure what the issue there is. You also have athletic director Zach Golick out there trying to figure something out.
He's on the phone talking to the press box.
I'm assuming telling him, hey, this is what the clock needs to be. Now we're all set to go. Phelan's going to be in the shotgun. Empty set for him. Wing on the right. 3 wide receivers right. He'll roll to the right side. He's going to pitch it out. It's Azell who has no one around him. Breaking down's the defender. He breaks 1 tackle and steps out of bounds at about the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice pickup there on 2nd down. Makes it 3rd and short. About 6-yard pickup there for Azell.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there. Indian Valley was played so far off. They ran on the field. They lined up already.
Major substitutions. They're going to give it off to Nungester. Left side. He'll look for room. He's grabbed, falls forward, and he'll get enough up to the 30-yard line. It's a First Federal Community Bank 1st down. Great job by the Tigers there, running a little tempo.
Yeah, they ran all these substitutes in. Look, they're doing it again. They run these substitutes right in, and they're going straight to the line.
Quickly, Tigers trying to get set now. 3 wide receivers left. They'll have to get 1 player off of there. So they're going to go 3-by-2 in an empty set for Phelan in the shotgun. He'll drop back, quick drop, pressure backside. Riker Williams is there. He'll escape it, delivers towards the sideline, has a receiver, and ridden out of bounds by Brent O'Connor is the receiver on that side for the Tigers. Hauling it in that time was Jack Klein, the senior.
Yeah, I think they realize now that Indian Valley's run defense is so tough. They've come out now, and they're just trying to go quick with a little bit of a passing game, and we'll see if they come out with a no back set again.
7-yard pickup that time. First reception for Jack Klein. Quickly, Circleville will come back up to the line again. They'll go with a shotgun. Somebody jumped in the middle, but I don't think anybody moved. It reacted to Big Brogan Wilson. Running back to the left side, tightened up the line. It's Nungester. Instead, Phelan will pull it out of his belly. He'll go up the middle, and he is dropped again by Hostetler as he goes up and over to the 44-yard line. Pick up a 6, moving the sticks again.
Yeah, you got to realize that they started down at about their own 2-yard line, so they've moved the ball a good ways right now.
And they started at their own 2, but it ended up being their own 7 on that offside for Indian Valley, giving them that little breathing room, gave them some of that momentum.
Yeah, they've made nice adjustments right now on offense to see if Indian Valley can counter-adjust to get the defense on a roll again.
1-by-1, wing on the left side, 2 running backs flanked either side of Phelan. Pitch play up the middle. It's Azell. It'll be an extra reverse. As going to the right side is going to be the receiver, and he is ridden out of bounds and taken down. As a great play by O'Connor that time. He stayed with Klein and didn't bite on the fake. Looks like maybe he mustered a half yard.
Yeah, I think it looked like Circleville got away with a hold right there as Brogan O'Connor was trying to get away, and he actually spun around as his jersey kind of got ripped up in the air, and I thought the official was reaching for his flag, and then he pulled it back away.
We'll often see jet verse sweep. I don't even know what you would want to call that. Jet sweep reverse? I don't know.
Jet sweep reverse option.
Sure. Second down and 10. 6:25 on the first quarter clock. 7-0 Braves lead. They're going to go under center this time. Nungester will be the lone back. Now they'll motion a fullback into the backfield. Actually, he'll go to the right side. Phelan drops the ball. A scramble for it as the defensive lineman was down there and Wilson trying to fight it away. But it looks like Phelan was able to get on top of it. That'll be a loss of 2 and brings up third down.
Yeah, he just bobbled that coming out. You know, that you're going to get some wet balls right now because that turf's going to be wet, and it just slipped out of his hands, and he went down, and just as he went down, Brogan Wilson dove on top of him.
Third down and long, third down and 12 upcoming, in fact, for the Tigers as the Braves Nation comes alive in Janayton. More substitutions from Circleville. Coach Jay Sherritt, from what we've seen, not afraid to sub in and out often as he can. They'll go 2-by-2, actually 3-by-2, as they'll empty out the backfield again for Phelan in the shotgun. Braves trying to bring some pressure on a stunt. Phelan will swing it to the left side of the cell. Is there, and what a tackle on the outside, as it was Brett O'Connor again, who's been all over the place defensively.
Yeah, O'Connor did an outstanding job right there. He got to him so fast. He made a little step right there, just about missed him, but he's got enough strength right there. He was able to rip him down to the ground.
Loss of 2, as it'll bring up punt time. Back to their own 40-yard line is Circleville, one man back deep in St. Clair for the Braves. High snap is corralled there and nearly blocked as it'll be a low line drive punt. It'll roll back to about the Braves 40-yard line, still rolling and back to their own 38. And that's where Indian Valley will take over. That high snap, Riker Williams was coming in off the edge, Shannon, and he could have missed that by much.
No, he laid out for that one there. He just, like I said, he just about got it there, and I think that kind of put a little bit of pressure on the punter, and he just kind of got it off the side of his foot a little bit.
Now, how many punters do you know, or pardon me, how many ends on punt defense after putting out that kind of effort, it's now going to have to come out on offense to run the quarterback position?
Yeah, well, like we said, how many quarterbacks have the sack record at their school?
That's also true. They'll go pistol again. Williams in front of Kinsey. Motion man from right to left is St. Clair. 2-by-1. Williams is ready. Takes the snap, a high one. He corrals it and fumbles it, and he lost the ball. Williams going to try to escape, and he backpedals, and he'll go down. Disaster from the start. The Braves might have been trying to dial up a deep shot. Nearly disaster for them as they'll start way behind the sticks.
Yeah, he just about got away, and luckily the Circleville player was able to take his hand and swat him on the heel and tripped him up.
We'll call that a loss of, boy, what would you say, Shannon, 12?
Yeah, it's going to be about 12 yards, it looks like.
So the Braves start off on their back foot, moving backwards. Indian Valley breaks the huddle. 2 wide receivers left, tight end right side of the line will now motion to the left in Kellen Coates. Barr up in the formation as a fullback. Kinsey lines up as your Wildcat quarterback. He'll go to the left side, lead block from Williams. Kinsey looks for room, lowers his shoulder pads, and is corralled there as he hits the linebacker and goes down at the 32-yard line, pickup of 6.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming around this way. Williams looked like he made the block, and he blocked him inside, and at the last second, that's the way that Kinsey went and kind of ran into the block, and I think that's what ultimately brought him down right there.
That 6-yard pickup, he was met by Colt Nungester in the hole. Battle between Kinsey and Nungester might be fun. 2 big running backs who both play linebacker. Circleville with an interesting look on defense here as they'll kind of go diamond behind their 4-down linemen, so they've got 7 in the box. Williams in the shotgun motion, St. Clair, and a lot of discombobulation, and head coach Matt Lancaster wants a timeout. Brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports returns after this.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills, get certified, get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Braves ball as they lead 7-0, 3:15 or 3rd and 15, 3:27 to go. in the first quarter as they'll go with a shotgun or more like a pistol as Williams lines up in front of Kinsey. It's going to be a throwback screen. They have Kellen Coates open. He's got blockers in front of him and a lot of open space. Coates down the left sideline, and there's nobody with him. Hostetler throws a lead block. Coates still going. 25, cut back in. 10, 5, touchdown, Kellen Coates. But a flag back at the backfield at about the 40-yard line, and it's probably coming back as Brogan Wilson is standing by it. It is going to be a holding as Coates went 67 yards to the house. I don't think anyone on the Braves sideline saw the flag until way late. Shannon, you pointed it out.
Yeah, I seen it go up in the air. I'm not sure who they got for the hold.
Who was blocking in that spot would have been kind of close to where O'Connor had the cornerback engaged on the left side, but I'm not entirely sure. So now, instead of the 60...
I believe they just said 75.
That would be on Wilson. So instead of a 67-yard scoring strike, Braves are pushed back to their own 29 and third down and long again. Even more painful is you have that little throwback screen in your back pocket. Well, now Circleville's seen it.
Yeah, and the thing is, Circleville once they realized it was going to be a screen, they all found Grady Kinsey on the field because they thought that's where it was going and didn't realize they had Coates over here.
0-3. Now they'll motion Kinsey to the left side. Williams a straight drop. Delivers. Kellen Coates is wide open. Midfield as he'll make the grab. It's got a First Federal Community Bank first down. A 21-yard pickup. Shannon, something you and I talked about after what we saw Circleville taking on Philo is that the middle of the defense sometimes leaks open on this Tigers defense.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave the middle of the field open. You start rolling everybody up, and Indy Valley will take advantage of it. Coach Peterman and all those guys up here in the box, they've seen something they like. They go to Coates back-to-back plays, and it's good to see Kellen get those kind of plays because he got to miss a little bit of the season due to an injury, and he's back in a big way tonight.
A 21-yard pickup. If the last reception counted, Kellen be pushing 100 yards on 2 receptions. Fullback up in the formation of pistol. Swing pass from Williams into the hands of James. He'll look for room, left side, and not a lot of room. He will push forward and get to about the 46-yard line, maybe a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, and right now all these little plays right here is kind of distracting Circleville from Grady, and eventually Indian Valley is going to give the ball to Grady, and then it'll bust open a big play. So you take the attention away from your run game for a few plays, that opens that run game right back up.
Only gave him a gain of 3, second down and 7. James has been somebody who has grown a lot over the last season and a half or so. Same with Reese St. Clair, Rowan Pacine as well. They've got a lot of nice receivers here in Janayton. They'll put tight ends on the left side and motion Barr into the backfield. Direct snap to Kinsey. He'll look for room on the right side. Cutback lane, and he's got the second level and more. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indian Valley, as Grady Kinsey's in from 47 yards out. His second score of the night.
Yeah, just that direct snap right there, like I said. You run a couple plays, you opens everything else up, and the offensive line did an outstanding job right there. I've seen offensive linemen already the linebackers before Grady got there, and that's a big testament to how well that line is playing, even though they're down one of their starters.
3 carries, 2 touchdowns for Grady Kinsey, and is already at 124 yards on 3 totes. Colt James for the extra point as he'll get things lined up. Good snap. James is through it, and it's good. 1:49 on the first quarter clock. 14-0 Braves lead. Back after this. Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales. And once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Time for another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. As the Indian Valley Braves about to send it back deep again. 3 men back deep for Circleville. Shannon for Grady Kinsey. 3 carries, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and a couple of tackles to boot on defense. I'd say Mr. 22 didn't really feel any problems with that week off. Low dribbling kick there from James will go all the way back to Azell on the left side. He'll look for room, tries a cutback lane, and he's got the corner. He looks for room at the 25-30 as he is ridden out of bounds hard by James, who his second tackle that he's made on kickoff coverage. And a little extracurricular farther down the field.
Yeah, and it was funny to see that extracurricular, and I think the official just turned around and looked at both of them and said, really? Is this what we're going to do here in the first quarter?
So it will be Circleville ball as they'll start at about their own 30-yard line. Minute 43 to go on this first quarter clock. Tigers had a little bit of something going that last drive before it stalled out. They'll go with a shotgun formation, wing to the right, tight end left, actually wing either side of the line. Running back at Azell to the left side of Phelan. He'll turn, he'll give it off. It's a play fake. Phelan back to pass, going to cue it up down the right sideline. A little bit overthrown. Diving attempt, and Colt James nearly hauls it in, but it bounces in and out of his hands off the turf. Oh, what an effort for James, and the Indian Valley sideline's hot. They thought he hauled it in.
You got 30 used car salesmen down there right now trying to convince the official that he caught it, and the official said, nope, I'm looking for a new truck.
And if you need to insure that new truck, call the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, one of our presenting sponsors for high school football all season long. Man, you catch me off guard with most of those. Shotgun again. One running back to the right side of Phelan. One wide receiver, near side closest to us. It's Azell in the backfield. Wings either side. They'll turn, give it off. Azell looks for room, and he's got none of it as he is grabbed from the left side. O'Connor helps finish it off. Grady Kinsey in the bottom of the pile as well. The lineman who was on the edge actually was a linebacker. Logan Burrier was in there as well. A whole bunch of Braves teaming up for that tackle.
And like I said in the pregame, I think this is one of their best teams as far as getting to the ball quick as a group. Now, they've had some outstanding defenses down there, but as a group, this team kind of flies to the ball pretty quick.
Loss of one. Azell, who was one of their leading ball carriers from last week against Philo, having a hard time getting it going. 3-by-2. Shotgun, empty set for Phelan. He'll go back to pass, a straight drop, looks left, now looks middle. He's got a receiver there, and a nice spin move as he'll get to the first down marker and more. It's a First Federal Community Bank first down. A pickup that time of 13, and a nice strike fired to the middle of the field into the hands of Klein.
Yeah, and Indian Valley better go quick. They're trying to get players on and players off the field right here, and they're going right back to the line of scrimmage.
Klein's second reception, handoff left side Azell, and this one might be blown dead as Azell's still looking for room. I guess the official still hasn't blown the whistle. Now they will. Somebody either lined up offside or somebody got moving early, but the play never got blown dead.
Well, they got an Indian Valley player over here. He kind of just slowed up as he was coming off the sideline, but he was still beside the official whenever they snapped the ball.
Would be an illegal substitution if that's the case, and it's a holding call and then an illegal substitution. Now, Shannon, they say the penalty's offset, but an illegal substitution is a pre-snap penalty. But they won't blow the play dead, will they?
No, they won't blow it dead.
So never mind. So offset, we'll do it again. 1st and 10, ball sits at the 44-yard line. See how we have to talk through some things sometimes. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. This could be the last snap for Circleville this time around. They trail 14-0, 1-by-2. Wing on the right side. Kind of a pistol as Phelan lines up in front of Azell. Direct read up the middle. Phelan looks for room. He stumbles, and he is grabbed and taken down. Absolutely nowhere to go, and one of the first men through driving him down was Kinsey, along with in the middle, Big Brogan Wilson.
Yeah, that's going to be the last play of the quarter right there.
Heading on to the second quarter, another Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports returns after this.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen.
Mornings hit different. To pick up a new pick-me-up, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Second quarter on the way from Janayton coming up in a minute. Shannon Thomas has you covered with a scoreboard update with other games going on in the second round of the OHSAA playoffs. Circleville facing a 2nd and 9 to start off this second quarter. Indian Valley racing out to a 14-0 lead on a pair of Grady Kinsey long touchdown runs. They'll go shotgun formation. Phelan has a running back to his right. 2 wings, one either side. Tight end on the left side of the line, 1 wide receiver. Play fake. Phelan back to pass, has O'Connor in front of him, but a nice pass delivered out to the right side. Receiver going down the sideline and scampering out of bounds as that'll be a First Federal Community Bank first down. Looked like he pitched it out there wide to the right side to Nungester.
Yeah, he did a nice job sneaking out the backside over there, and nobody caught him until it was too late.
12-yard pickup. Shannon, you got some scores?
Quick Fair Chevrolet scoreboard update. Garraway leads Crestview 7-0 as Grady Miller hits Trey Miller with a 5-yard touchdown pass. Go back to it here in a second.
Under center will be Phelan. One running back deep, and the line moved. Right guard got started way early, and you couldn't hide that.
Strasburg and Waterford are tied 7-7 in the first quarter as Gage Moore had a 54-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Can you even call that a big man touchdown? Because Moore, I don't even know if he counts as big man necessarily.
He's a
huge.
big man that moves like a speedster. Hillsdale all over Connaught Valley in the first quarter, 21-0. Malvern leads Monroeville 8-7 in the first quarter, and Centerburg leads Ridgewood 14-7 in the second quarter.
Looks like the same play for the Tigers. Handoff, Nungester. He got past the line of scrimmage, falls forward, maybe 3, but he will go down there. Little pickup of about 3 yards for the power back for the Tigers, but not much doing there as he got corralled by one of the big paws of the Indian Valley defensive lineman holding him up.
Yeah, and if you're sitting at home and you haven't decided what to do for dinner yet, well, we're at 11 minutes and 44 seconds. When we hit that 6-minute mark, you need to jump in your car and head to Old Town Tavern in Tusky. They got Big Z Sports over there on the TV screens, and they've been promoting this Wagyu steak today.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's looking mighty interesting.
And we missed it, but there was a flag in the middle of that pile and a face mask call. Nungester must have got the face mask ripped. You saw his offensive lineman making that signal. We just didn't see the flag come in. So a big break there for them, and it's a First Federal Community Bank first down. They're at the 32-yard line.
Are we going to Old Town Tavern after the game?
I wouldn't mind that. Wings either side, one wide receiver left. Near close to the line, though. Phelan, shotgun, running back right side, and somebody jumped early again. Second time we've seen the Tigers get started early. Second time this drive, for that matter.
And the problem is you caught a big break and got a huge penalty to move your offense forward, and now you're starting to give it back to them.
So what you're saying is, at Old Town Tavern, if Dale's listening right now, you're saying we're coming later?
Yeah, I'd like to go, but I'm not sure that Adam will, send some money over for me to go.
Well, I think you and I would have two very unhappy wives at home if we didn't take them with us. Shotgun, Phelan has a running back to his right. Same formation, in fact. Phelan gets the snap, turns, he'll fake it. He'll go up the right side, cutback lane, middle, and he's got a big lane, 30, 25, 20, and is buried there by the linebacker and the safety. He'll go down at the 20, but a 17-yard pickup for Phelan, knocking on the door of the Jeff Wallach OLC red zone.
Yeah, he did a lot of small dancing right there as he going through. He just did a lot of zigzagging right there. His line did a nice job getting it open for him. He had his running backs leading up the hole for him, and they just kind of took care of the linebackers, and he just did a nice job sidestepping and turned that into a big gain.
That is something you and I saw on the film for Circleville. Phelan is elusive. They'll go two fullbacks in the backfield in front of Nungester. Under center will be Phelan, and now Indian Valley's defensive line shifts, and he wants to readjust his offensive line. They'll take the snap. He lost it again. Scramble for it, and the Braves have it.
Reese St. Clair
came screaming in off the edge, off the hands of Phelan, and he's right there to make the Tigers pay for the mistake.
Yeah, when that ball come out, he lost it. It shot to his left right there, and I think Reese St. Clair was the only Indian Valley player that seen it go, and he dove in there and jumped right on it.
Not sure if Phelan just came out from under center too quickly or exactly what happened, but the miscue on the snap gives the Braves the ball as they'll be in business at their own 22-yard line. 10.5 to go before the halftime break. Today's presentation of high school football thanks to the Kime Company. Check them out for that honey-do list, as Shannon always likes to talk about if you're looking for some home remodeling. 1-by-2, two running backs in the backfield. Williams, Reed, up the middle. Now he'll actually throw it out to the right side. St. Clair is there, and he's got a lot of room. James with a block down the field, up to the 45-yard line. Pick up that time of 23. Williams disappeared behind the line and just flicked it out to the right, and there was St. Clair.
Yeah, Riker did an outstanding job right there. He looked like he was going to run it, stepped forward, and then threw the ball across the field, and now we have the officials out here talking and they're pointing, trying to figure out what's going on.
Not sure what it would be because Williams was nowhere close to the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball. They're pointing towards the Circleville sideline. Coach Lancaster is pointing to St. Clair and asking questions. It looks like the flag might be all the way up here where James threw a heck of a block. It was as St. Clair went down, but you're not going to call a hold as the guy's already on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they think Colt come in, kind of pushed him kind of late, and they went over top of the pile and went down.
Are they trying to say for James? Like, I thought maybe there was a flag on that side, but
no, the ball,
might have been the beanbag.
Yeah, they marked something over there.
And I'd say there's no call if they picked up a flag or what that was about. Actually, it's something going against, well, nobody, because they do mark it at the 46-yard line.
I'm wondering if they were questioning if Riker stepped over the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what you and I was saying. He wasn't even anywhere close to the line of scrimmage when he stepped up and ran.
Yeah, I don't understand why he threw the beanbag. You throw the beanbag when you're trying to mark something.
If the ball came out or something happens in the backfield, no idea. Barr lines up as a fullback in the shotgun. Kinsey directs snap. He'll get 2 lead blocks. He looks for room. 50, goes over top the defender. 45, dragging another at the 40. Still on his feet, and it takes 3 Tigers to take him down. Up to the 37-yard line. That was a pickup that time of 16.
Yeah, I think they had about 7 different players right there that had their hands on Grady. They just couldn't bring him down.
First Federal Community Bank, first down. You and I talked about this for Kinsey, and now we have whistles. And not sure what. It's going to be a timeout, I suppose. Brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. We'll be back right after this.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
High school football live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. In part, all thanks to Right Mark Roofing, your commercial flat roof specialist. Out of that timeout, 10 minutes to go here. The Tigers wanted that timeout. They'll go 2 by 1. Barr, fullback in the formation again in the shotgun. Williams left side. Kinsey, Wildcat quarterback. Left side, he'll look for room. He's met in the hole, but bounces off. Now the 30 over top the corner. Lost the ball. Scramble for it. 2 Braves fall on it. Kinsey went down at the 26-yard line. Had about an 11-yard pickup at a First Federal Community Bank first down. It rolls forward for another 3 or 4 before 2 Indian Valley Braves fall on it.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that this official right here, I thought was saying he was down.
Well, I was thinking maybe it was down by contact because you do have the one line judge on the far sideline who was marked all the way back where Kinsey fell. And he was kind of prone on the ground when the ball came out, but regardless, Indian Valley retains possession. 21-yard line. Same formation, only this time they'll go 1 by 1, bring a tight end on the left side. Williams takes the snap. He'll get a lead block from Kinsey. Left side, Circleville's ripping at the ball, but Williams fights through it and goes all the way up to the 10-yard line. Pickup of 10.
Yeah, Frank right there just did an outstanding job. He hit that hole pretty quick, and like I said, they were spinning him around fighting and trying to rip at the ball, but he did a nice job, had a good death grip on it.
Into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Ball at the 10, and we'll say the 10 and a third yard line. Indian Valley right now is just opening massive holes in this running game. And even when they're not able to, they're pretty much every ball carrier's bouncing off the initial contact. Tight end right side, more like a wing, 2 wide receivers to the right. Williams takes the snap, has to sidestep 1 defender. He will get forward for a yard, and here comes the flag from the back judge.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a hold on that backside.
Williams tackled for a loss. And an official come into the back of the end zone as you had 2 players engaged all the way back there. Not sure who it would be, but the hold is going to wipe out what was a 1-yard gain for Williams, so they'll go back to about their own 20-yard line. That play looked a little disjointed from the start as Williams was trying to find room, kind of lost his footing, and it seemed like something was off with the timing.
Yeah, they're going to get Wilson with the hold right there.
So for Indian Valley's offensive line, obviously one of your anchors in Titan Peterman, not in the starting lineup as we were told from Coach Lancaster, available as needed if he would need to come in. But, you know, if you feel confident and obviously your offensive line coming in and being able to make up for that loss, you want him as healthy as possible moving forward if you pick up the win tonight. I formation. They'll give it off, misdirection. Kinsey cuts back in, had nowhere to go that time. He'll fall forward for maybe a yard. Probably give him 2.
Yeah, that was their best defensive stance right there all night long. And that's one thing Indian Valley is going to have to clean up going forward is clean up those penalties. And, other things that's got to be cleaned up are the Leafs. The Leafs are starting to fall this year, and if your yard needs cleaned up, get a hold of Wolf's Lawn and Landscaping. They will not only come to your house and clean up all your fall leaves, but they'll also do residential snow removal. So if your driveways need plowed before you wake up, go in the morning, get a hold of Wolf's Lawn and Landscaping.
Not a bad idea at all. They'll go tight end left side of the line. One wide receiver right, I form again. Bar's your fullback, Kinsey running back. Play fake, wide open. Colt James in the end zone, makes the grab as he bobbled it a little bit, but it's a 19-yard touchdown strike from Williams to James, and the play action fake fooled everybody.
It fooled everybody, and for once we weren't fooled. We watched James just jog over there, and Riker comes out, and that's got to be a tough pass for Riker because now you got your guy out there wide open, nobody around him within 10 yards, and you just got to kind of float it out there, and you do it. And then James just kind of bobbled it a little bit right there and just about had one of those misfortunes.
He just made it interesting. 8 minutes to go before the halftime break. Braves lead 20-0 and make that 21-0. Extra point is good. Cartoons, a New Philadelphia kickoff is on the way.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call
Braves lead 21-0. Back here to Jeanette Hutton live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Go ahead and get subscribed today if you haven't done so. You can get notifications turned on and you'll never miss a broadcast. We've got some other broadcasts going on tonight that we'll tell you about here momentarily. 3 men back deep for the Tigers. James about ready to send it away. The one who got the touchdown reception just a moment ago. Running up and looking to grab it off of the hop is going to be the returner for Circleville. Bobbled around there a little bit. Looks for room. He's grabbed and he is ridden down at about the 24-yard line. That time it looked like the one who had a hold of it was Kaiser Cassidy.
Another Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update. Garrett now leads Crestview 14-0 in the second quarter. Waterford leads Strasburg 14-7 in the second quarter. Hillsdale has added another touchdown. They now lead Connaughton Valley 28-0 in the second quarter. Malvern leads Monroeville 14-7 in the first quarter. And Centerburg leads Ridgewood 14-7 in the second quarter.
A lot of tight games, couple games that are spreading out here a little bit. They'll go with a single back set now as under center will be Phelan. Motion man goes into the backfield. Phelan, play fake to the fullback, goes to Nungester up the middle, and he'll go down at about the 26-yard line. Give him about a 2-yard gain. Kind of a misdirection in a way. Tried to get Nungester some room on the right side, but the Indian Valley defensive line collapsed quickly.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there. They kind of forced him one way, and it looked like St. Clair was the one that was coming there that ultimately tripped him up.
Tigers keeping things tight again as they'll put tight ends on the ends of the line, wings. They'll go shotgun. Phelan has a running back to his right. Takes the snap, play fake. Phelan looks for room, right side, second level, but he doesn't have much more than that as he'll get stood up at the 33-yard line. Pyle gets pushed back, and they'll actually mark him up to the 30-yard line. And I take that back. I was trying to say 28-yard line, but up to the 30, a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, just a big old rugby scramble right there at the 30-yard line, and they got a nice little spot.
Third down, and we'll call it 4. Shotgun formation, 3-by-2. They're going to leave Phelan by himself in the backfield again. Braves defense looking to ratchet up the pressure again. Phelan takes the snap, straight drop, quick drop, delivers right side, and it's into the hands of his receiver, and it's going to be a first down as Jack Klein just settled in there right at the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. Nice pickup and a perfect route for that conversion.
Yeah, that's not a real hard conversion to make right there. The Indian Valley defensive back was already lined up 4 yards down the field, a little bit, 5 yards maybe, and he ran him off the ball. So when he took 3 steps back, as soon as he got to the first down marker, he just made a quick turn, and the quarterback has to be pretty precise with that throw.
Ball at the 36-yard line. Direct snap into the hands of Klein. He looks for room on the right side. He's got nowhere to go and is popped out of bounds. Maybe a 1-yard pickup. Actually, they're just going to mark him at the original line of scrimmage. So Klein nowhere to go. That's a big body, though, running that out of the backfield. Listed at 6'3", $190.
Yeah, like I said, they're trying some different things right now to try to move that ball, but didn't. Got maybe a 1-yard gain right there.
They gave him about a foot or so. You and I were talking, Shannon. The moon is rising in the background. Really cool backdrop for the fall night.
Yeah, got a little bit of haze over it, and it's popping up between those trees.
They'll go trips diamond to the left as more like a triangle. Phelan in the shotgun, rolls to the left side, delivers it out on a swing pass. Azell, nobody on him, steps up to the 40, tries to stiff arm, and gets past one defender. James rips at the ball, and it's loose! Colt James rips it away from Azell and recovers it himself, and it's Braves ball again. What a play for the junior.
And I don't understand how that ball never went out of bounds. They're right there on the sideline, and he rips it away, and somehow he kept it in bounds and was able to recover it.
Azell they had left wide open for the swing pass. James broke down and sprinted in and just ripped it right away, muscled it away. Did the junior defensive end, defensive back, linebacker, kicker, wide receiver, tight end. I don't know if you can really put a certain position on him.
Yeah, Colt's one of those players that just does whatever a coach wants him to do, and he's having a pretty solid game right now.
They'll go 3 wide receivers to the left side. They're going to line up an extra offensive lineman at tight end on the right in O'Connor. Pitch play to the right side. Kinsey, cutback lane, 30, sidesteps a defender up to the 25, and it is an 11-yard pickup and a First Federal Community Bank first down. And I'm trying to think, Shannon, I don't remember normally seeing them put the tight end on the right side, but it's an extra offensive lineman as they just rotated O'Connor out there.
Yeah, it's just one of those formations if you're the opposing team and you haven't seen it on film. It kind of throws you off, and Indian Valley was able to get a nice little gain out of it.
Ball at the 24-yard line. Braves already up by 3 scores, under 6 minutes to go. Coming up is your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. 3-by-1 in the pistol. Kinsey behind Williams. Takes the snap. Swing pass, right side, into the hands of Kinsey. He's got some room. 20, cutback, nice block from Wilson. He'll go up to the 15-yard line. Pick up that time of about 9, and nope, they'll make it 10. A First Federal Community Bank first down again, and they're in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Swing pass there. The defender got his hand up in the air, Shannon, but just couldn't get a paw on it.
Yeah, and actually it kind of, I think, goes down as a run because it looked like the ball went backwards. So that's something we'll have to wait from the officials, stat guys from Indian Valley to rule.
I'll let you make that determination. I put it down as a pass, but I definitely see what you were talking about.
Yeah, anytime it goes backwards, it's considered a run.
And the officials, I think, need a play clock reset as we're down to 5 seconds, and that is probably not right. Clock will stop with 5:15 to go.
Well, if you own it.
And they finally did mention it as a first down because the sticks were wrong.
Oh. Well, if your business needs a reset and a new look with some new banners, get a hold of USP Signs and Graphics. They can make you some banners for your business, some billboards. They're the ones that decorated the whole stadium down here in Indian Valley. They do a lot of baseball fields, and they even get into the T-shirt business.
I-form under center is Williams. They're going to go with Barr as he'll shed off the defensive end, and he is driven down by the linebacker at about the 9-yard line, and maybe make it the 8-yard line. Boy, that was 2 big bodies colliding. Still a 6-yard pickup for Barr. Another wrinkle to the Indian Valley offense. Bradley Barr, I'd say, has kind of really developed some nice running attributes as the season's gone on. They can trust him a little bit more out of that fullback spot.
Well, and the thing with Barr, he's a wrestler, so he understands about having that low center of gravity, keeping his legs at shoulder width apart, and firing out. So he's got that plus side to him.
I-form again, 1-by-1. Handoff, Kinsey, cutback, middle, 5, breaks a tackle in across the goal line, and Kinsey's got a hat trick in the first half. And now we've got a scrum in the middle of the pile where both lines were meeting as the officials will try to break that up. As it stands right now, 28-0. As all the players now, coaches come out to the sideline to try to get their players to get off the field. No flags flew in, but boy, I don't know where that came from at all. The officials will now converge.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. You're in the first half and there's already been, 4 touchdowns scored on you, and it's just now you got to watch it. You don't want to get, if you're Indian Valley, things are going your way, you don't want to get a player tossed because now you're getting close to halftime. If you get somebody tossed in that second half, then they got to sit out the first half next week.
And actually in the middle of the Circleville, Coach Jay Sherritt is actually out with his team on defense. He had them in a huddle on the field and was talking to them there, and I think he was probably trying to tell them, guys, cool it, as head coach Matt Lancaster was out there as well. 27-0, Kinsey with his third touchdown run. Colt James going to come in for the extra point. What do we call that? A little, just as we say, extracurricular. And actually, assistant coach Chad Peterman's coming down to the sideline. Normally up in the press box as James will drive through it. It's good. 28-0, Braves lead. Big Z Sports rolls on after this.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
28-0, Braves lead. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff going to be on the way here shortly as Indian Valley has been in control from the start in this round 2 playoff showdown, regional quarterfinal, so to speak. 3 men back deep again for the Tigers. James about set to boot it away, and I'll give you a stat update for Kinsey, Shannon, and I hope you're sitting down for this one. James drives into it, tries to kind of pooch it up short, and the returner rather will grab it at his own 21, breaks a tackle up to the 30, now 35, still going, and he'll get knocked down at about the 38-yard line.
If there's anything that Indian Valley might be struggling with a little bit tonight, it's kind of the special teams. They've given up a couple yards, and eventually, if you do it enough, you'll break one.
That Kinsey stats update, it's our stats, so take those with a grain of salt. 8 carries, 172 yards, and those 3 touchdowns. By the way, those 3 touchdowns will now put him at 122 rushing touchdowns for his career, just 2 shy from tying the all-time state record. Shotgun formation, Phelan with a running back to his right. They'll go 2 by 1. Play fake. Phelan actually on the read option goes on the right side as he'll step forward, and he'll go down at the 48-yard line. Nice pickup there of 9 yards, pushing close to the first down marker. Phelan's got a nice quick first step.
Speaking of nice pickup, they're running right back to the line of scrimmage.
Tigers quickly under center. 2 fullbacks. Riker Williams blows up the play in the backfield as, my goodness, Nungester gets decleated.
Old Frank come through there with his lunch pail and just took him to work, man.
Loss of 4. Williams timed the snap count, and there was nothing the Tigers could do. That'll put him at 3rd and 5 now. Boy, what a hit. Nungester listed at 6'1", 195. Frank, as Shannon would call him, 6 foot 175. I think Frank might be a little bit bigger than that, though.
Well, Frank hits a lot bigger than that.
Shotgun, running back to the right. 1 wide receiver left, wings either side. Phelan fakes the handoff, steps up, second level, now at the 50, 45, still driving on his feet up to the 41-yard line, and a pickup that time of about 13 or 14. Nice carry for Phelan. Circleville moving quickly.
Yeah, big answer for Phelan right there. That's what you got to do as a leader of your team.
First Federal Community Bank first down. Braves scramble on defense. Shotgun, empty set. Phelan back to pass. Looks middle. Now he's going to step up and try to run. Delivers middle of the field into the hands of his receiver at the 31-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. That was number 18, the freshman, Jace Captain.
Yeah, and they're going to keep going fast right here. Timeout Indian Valley.
Brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports returns following this.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Tigers ball out of that timeout. Under 3 minutes to go here. Braves wanted to talk it over after that tempo offense had Circleville in business. Under center, lone back in Nungester. Phelan will fake to him, rolls to the right side, trying to deliver down the field. He'll step up and run as he is grabbed and taken down at the 28-yard line.
Look like Williams.
About 4 yards. Tackled on the play by number 8, Riker Williams.
Right you are, as it was Williams who took him down. Phelan, a very busy man in the rushing attack so far, as according to our count, 11 carries for 62 yards. They'll empty out the backfield, 3-by-2. Phelan all alone. Braves bring 4. Pressure right side, delivers to the left. Into the hands of the receiver. Nice sidestep as he'll get around O'Connor. Up to the 20 and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Nice grab that time and a good run for Jack Klein, as it's a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Yeah, and they're having success going fast. Let's see if they try to keep that tempo up.
9-yard pickup for Klein, as we already mentioned, a very big-bodied receiver. Hard to really get position on him. O'Connor had a chance to make the tackle at about the line of scrimmage, but couldn't corral him. 2:23 to go, and the clock stopped as he went out of bounds. They'll go with that trips triangle to the right this time as one wide receiver will go back deep. Phelan's going to roll out to the right side, delivers that swing pass again into the hands of his receiver, Azell, and he is taken out of bounds again. O'Connor took him out of bounds and dropped him at the 14-yard line. Pickup of 4 and stops the clock again.
Yeah, they do a nice job right there rolling out, and he's got his check down out there, and that's who he had to go to because the coverage downfield was, they did a good job, and he was still able to get 4 yards out of it.
So far with what Indian Valley's been doing defensively, they're almost just letting that open. They're saying, hey, we'll give you that underneath stuff. We trust our defense to crash down and make that tackle. We're just not going to let you take the top off. 3-by-2 again. Phelan by himself in the shotgun. Braves put down 3 down linemen this time. A lot of linebackers in the box. Phelan goes back to pass. There's pressure. Jump ball back of the end zone. And nobody could grab it as I think Phelan took a late shot as a flag comes in back deep.
Yeah, they're going to get Reese St. Clair with a late hit.
And sure enough, it is going to be a rough on the quarterback as Phelan was helped up off the turf. And that's a big break if you're the Tigers, too. Gives you a first down and will put you in goal to go.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. Inside the 20, it would probably be half the distance.
It would be half the distance. Ball was at the 13 or 14-yard line, so it'll put him around the 7. So sure enough, it will be goal to go in the Jeff Wallach LOC red zone as they'll check St. Clair out. Cornerback coming in on a blitz. Sometimes you see that free shot at the quarterback, and it's so hard to slow up when that ball gets delivered.
Yeah, you're wanting to make a big impact play, and he just didn't realize it was already out of his hand. And I think they pretty much got him for the way he drove him to the ground.
Shotgun formation. Phelan will have a running back to the right side. They'll tighten everything up, and somebody moved again. Somebody on the Circleville line moved as Kinsey in the middle of the defense was jumping for joy.
Yeah, Kinsey wanted to make sure the officials seen it. He wasn't letting that one go.
Move the Circleville offense back a little bit. You know, when you see Grady off the field, he's not overly animated, but he's got his moments on the field.
He gets pretty excited. I get that excited, too, when I see my family walk in the door with the Michi's Pizza. Yeah, they walk to the door carrying a Michi's Pizza or wings. I get pretty excited for my Michi's Pizza, so you need to check out a Michi's in Janayton and West Lafayette and see what I'm talking about.
Ball at the 11-yard line, first and 11, goal to go, I guess. Phelan will roll to the right side. It was a straight run for him the whole way and maybe got 2 or 3 as those were hard-earned yards. He took a big hit from the side.
Yeah, it looked like Brogan O'Connor got to him first and then the rest of the team come in and helped him out.
Phelan with 12 carries thus far. Brings up second down now. Indian Valley does receive the second half kickoff. So if you are the Tigers, currently with the ball and 2 timeouts left, you're going to bleed as much of this time off. Your only goal here is to put 7 on the board with almost zeros on the clock.
Oh, and that's what you got to do. You don't want to come out of this empty-handed and then Indian Valley come right down and score the first possession of the second half, because then it goes to a running clock situation.
2 wings left, tight end that side as well. They'll way overload it. Phelan's going to go under center as they'll motion a man to the right side. He'll turn, he'll fake it to Nungester, looks for room on the left side, delivers to the back of the end zone, or actually towards the goal line, reaching out and in for the 6. As making the grab, Indian Valley's defense pleading their case, trying to say it was dropped, but the official gave the signal, and a nice pass that time into the hands of the receiver for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the Indian Valley player, especially Rowan Basine, he keeps telling the official he never had it.
That was a 9-yard touchdown to Nungester, and Circleville finds themselves on the board. Indian Valley faithful not happy. You and I could not see from up here, Shannon, whether or not that ball came out, but it's a moot point as the official gave the signal. Extra point attempt upcoming. Doing the kicking duty for the Tigers. Looks like it is number 31, Caden Paxton, a junior. Paxton ready. Braves getting antsy as it'll be a good snap. Nice hold, and Paxton's through it, and it's good. 28-7, Cartoons, a New Philadelphia kickoff on the way after this.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Back to your Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Tigers look like they might line up for an onside. Be a little chip kick there, and coming up and grabbing it. It's an up man in and out of his hands, but it's O'Connor who will jump on it as he was able to corral it. It will push Indian Valley back to about their own 36-yard line.
Well, I mean, you go for it. You try to get a recovery right there, but now you're kind of giving Indian Valley saying, hey, listen, we got 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
And 1 timeout still at your disposal.
And the way Indian Valley has moved the ball, they might take the advantage and go down and try to put one in the end zone right here.
Braves offense has been electric so far tonight, thanks to no short part for running back Grady Kinsey, sitting at $172 out of the backfield. Shotgun as Kinsey will line up as your quarterback in the Wildcat, who go to the right side, breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet somehow as he planted his one hand down and stayed upright, got up to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 7, and it looks like Coach Lancaster wants his final timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here with 1:07 to go here in the second quarter. You and I talk all the time about the strength and speed of Kinsey, but that balance, that ability to take a hit from the side, plant your opposite arm down, and keep yourself upright, especially for a running back who's probably, sitting at 210, 215. That's an incredible attribute to have.
And he has the football knowledge to be able to do that, because he had a guy out here that should have had him tackled. It should have brought him down. But the way he braced himself, delivered the hit, put his hand down, bounced off of him, and went back to the inside, he turned that from a 1 or 2 yard run into an 8-yard run right there.
1:07 will be on the clock when the Braves come back out, as they already have broken the huddle. I think Coach Lancaster just wanted that timeout, wanted to give that first run to see what Circleville was going to bring out on defense. Now you're going to see that tempo and the fast-moving stuff. They probably scripted out a couple plays.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's probably got a couple plays ready to go right here.
Pistol set. Williams in front of Kinsey, 1 by 2. Williams back to pass, fakes it to the right side. Now will have to step up through the pressure. He'll look for room, tries to heave it down the field. It's going to be a jump ball. Hostetler's going to have to play defense, and he couldn't swat it away as it is picked off on that sideline. Great job there by the Circleville defender, as that was Chase Foster, the sophomore, who played the jump ball and boxed out Hostetler, and the Tigers back in business again.
Yeah, when he goes back and watches that on film, Williams is going to realize that he should have just kept right on running. He probably would have picked up about 15 yards right there. He just tried to do too much.
So the first turnover for Indian Valley gives Circleville the ball again. And remember, they have 2 timeouts still left. 57 seconds on the clock in this first half. Tigers will come out in the shotgun again. Phelan by himself. Straight drop, looks middle, tries to step up. He'll deliver it down the field into the hands of his receiver at midfield, who is taken down right there. Nice grab again by Klein. 17-yard pickup.
Yeah, and they're going to run to the line of scrimmage. They know the clock stops right here to move the chains, so they're going to go ahead and get up there.
Empties backfield again in the shotgun. Delivers right side. Ezell wide open at the line of scrimmage. Stutter steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Ezell's 5th reception so far. And again, Indian Valley more than happy to just give them that underneath stuff. They just don't want to have the top taken off. We've talked before about the Indian Valley pass defense sometimes having a little bit of soft spot in those intermediaries in the middle of the field. Clyde made them pay for that.
Yeah, they play off the ball a good ways, and a lot of times their speed can make up for that. But when you're just dropping a lot 4 yards and they can turn it into, another 2 or 3 yards, you'll take that all day long if you're smart enough.
3-by-2 in the shotgun. Phelan by himself. Takes the snap, another straight drop. Braves bring 4, pump fake. Phelan's going to run. He's got the first down and more and slides at the 35-yard line. Pick up that time of 9 in a First Federal Community Bank first down. Tigers keep rolling on offense. Trying to tighten this back up to a 2-score game. Hurry up again. Phelan, shotgun, back to pass. Little pressure, delivers to the right side. Toe tap and grab by Klein as he'll haul it in. 4-yard pickup, and we'll stop the clock again.
And if you're in Indian Valley, you got to realize right now what they're doing is they're going one play wide to the outside, coming back in, taking one to the inside or into the middle of the field, and then going back to the outside again.
We saw this was a Circleville team. We talked about their ground and pound, what they wanted to do on the ground. They have been airing it out so far tonight.
They probably threw it more in this game than they have their last couple of games. I think last game against Philo, they only threw 5 passes.
Well, they have 16 pass attempts, and so far, Phelan has only had 3 incompletions. He'll be in the shotgun, 3-by-2 again. Phelan will go back to pass. Steps up, batted at the line, and it was up in the air. Caden Riggs got the paw up, and now 4 incompletions for Phelan.
Yeah, nice job right there by Riggs on the line. That's one thing you're taught as a lineman. You push your offensive lineman backwards, and as soon as you see that quarterback cock his arm, you get your hands up in the air.
Yeah, and oftentimes you're not putting your arm in the air because you know it's coming your direction. You're just putting the hand up instinctively, hoping it's going to hit your hand. 3rd down and a long 6. Same formation, empty backfield. Phelan, see if the Braves try to bring some heat. Here comes Williams off the edge. Here comes O'Connor. Phelan steps up through it. Williams grabs him from behind and takes him down at the 30. It is still a 1-yard gain, but the clock rolls.
Yeah, Williams just did an outstanding job right there. Got there, flushed him out of the pocket, and he was able to still wrap him up.
Fourth down and 6. Clock is still running. And finally, Coach Sherritt calls a timeout. There were about 4.2 seconds on the clock when he finally did get that timeout in. So it's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports returns after this.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Final few seconds of the first half as out of this timeout. Shotgun again, empty for Phelan. He'll go back to pass. Lot of pressure, steps through it, grabbed by Williams, and ripped to the ground to end the first half as Riker Williams gets a loud sack to end it.
Yeah, Frank just come through there. He muscled his way in there, grabbed a hold of him.
Now, actually, there is 1.7 seconds still on the clock. That was a 4th down play, so the Braves do get the ball here. Well, Shannon, you do get the ball to start the second half. Do you try to dial up something for a home run just to see what happens?
I got a feeling Coach Lank's probably going to kneel on the ball right here, but I think I send everybody deep to the end zone and try
see what happens.
Try something, get them down there all around the 15-yard line and see what happens right here.
Well, it is interesting that you say that because right now as it stands, Circleville does not have a whole bunch of guys back very deep, but the Braves are going to go under center and look like they're going to kneel it. Williams will take a knee, and that'll take us to the end of the first half, 28-7. Indian Valley leads. It was all Braves to start off that first half. Circleville comes back with a little bit of success there, forces a turnover, and overall, Circleville definitely within striking distance, but Indian Valley in control.
Yeah, Circleville had a couple opportunities that they let get away. If their series, they were 3 and out with a punt, and then they started on their own 2-yard line and made a nice long drive before they end up having to punt again. And then they had a fumble, and then finally a 9-yard touchdown pass. So I mean they hurt themselves a few times with the 2 turnovers and then a couple penalties. Indian Valley's scoring drives was the very first one was only 2 plays, and Grady Kinsey took it 71 yards to the house. And then Kinsey had a 47-yard touchdown run. Colt James, 19-yard touchdown pass from Riker Williams. And then Kinsey another 8-yard touchdown run. And then the last series they had Williams do the interception. So I just think Centerville kind of had some opportunities. They just kind of hurt themselves with some penalties and then the costly turnovers.
Well, we will bring you the full stats rundown and how everything played out in that first half. But first, you and I are going to take a little break. We're going to step aside on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Coming up, your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Braves lead 28-7. We're back after this.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Halftime from Jeanette Hutton as the Indian Valley Braves lead the Circleville Tigers 28-7. On a game that was all Indian Valley to start, Circleville pushes back into it, makes things a little bit more interesting at this halftime break. Indian Valley will receive that second half kickoff. Shannon, I do want to issue a correction. It was Lamont Holloway who got the touchdown reception for those Tigers. Big thanks to Daniel Adams for getting us right on that one. So Holloway with the 13-yard touchdown reception, or actually I take it back, 9-yard touchdown reception rather, that has Circleville on the board. And I know there are more than a few Indian Valley faithful who, they're very happy with what the score is considering it's on their side. But you can see it on the Indian Valley sideline. They are not in any way pleased with how things went in that first half. There were a few mistakes, and certainly enough, I'm sure those are being addressed in the locker room right now.
Yeah, and both coaches are going to address a lot of mistakes that each of their teams have made. No matter what the score is, your coaches on both sides of the field, they expect you to go out and give your best ability. And sometimes you make simple little mistakes that turn into big issues. And right now, Circleville has got to correct those turnover issues, and I'm sure that's being addressed over there. They've had too many false start penalties after gaining yards right there. And we know how Coach Lancaster feels about that yellow flag.
Yeah, so also, I think Indian Valley, we were talking earlier, the coaching staff hasn't figured out for whatever issue they were having with their headsets, too. That could be a problem with your communications down to the sideline trying to get things in order. But overall, I know Braves are happy with the 21-point lead. As promised, in terms of the total stats, we'll start off with the visiting Tigers. 182 yards for them, Shannon, right now. Almost exclusively on the ground, it has been their quarterback in Hudson Phelan. He's got 14 carries for 75 yards. He's thrown the ball 17 times for 103 yards as well. Pretty much everything for the Tigers right now is going through number 7.
Yeah, and we've seen that on film. He's just one of those quarterbacks that he's a very talented quarterback, and if things aren't going the way that your offense wants it to go, you just got to turn him loose, and that's kind of what they did. Actually, we found out tonight how well he can throw the football because of some of the film that we watched on him. He didn't throw it a whole lot.
I think he's only got 4 incompletions so far.
And the thing is, he just he does an outstanding job, moving his feet and biding time before he actually takes off.
As for the Indian Valley Braves, 263 yards in that first half. Riker Williams was almost perfect passing with 77 yards total, but did have that one INT as the first half was winding down. Kinsey on the ground so far tonight, trying 9 carries for 179 yards and a trio of touchdowns. And that trio of touchdowns on the ground puts him within 2 of tying the all-time state record as well for a career.
Yeah, and he's done – He's done a lot of good things here at Indian Valley, but he'll be the first one to tell you that every one of those touchdowns go to his teammates. That's just the type of kid that Grady is. It'll be it's one of those things to where if he gets that record, he'll be extremely happy for him and his teammates, and if he don't get it, and then it just wasn't in the plans.
So far, I think the most surprising stat that I can give you, Riker Williams only has 3 carries so far tonight, and if you include the sack on the bobbled snap and the scramble for it backwards, he's only got 1 yard on that carry. That's awfully surprising.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go with that answer. But he's just one of those players that he'll erupt and then just have a huge game going forward, and he just does what he's supposed to do every play, and defensively, he really can't be stopped at the moment.
He does. He has a sack so far. Would have been 2 or 3 of them had Phelan not escaped or the ball be just released just in time. Williams has been all over the place defensively. He has laid some lumber on some of these hits. Brett O'Connor has had a standout game defensively as well.
Yeah, O'Connor. Both of those O'Connor boys have really stepped up tonight defensively. Brogan Wilson's had some big defensive plays, and missing one player right now. I'm trying to pop on my head. But anyhow, the defense all the way around tonight is just playing outstanding. They have given up a little bit in the passing yard whenever they go fast. And I think they're, like you said, they're just rolling back and say, hey, listen, if you want anything underneath, take whatever you can get underneath and we'll force you into mistakes.
And look what Colt James did when they did that, as he came up and got the strip. And it wasn't even a ball that I think hit the turf. I think James just wrestled it away from him and held on to it the whole time, which is an incredible play for the junior.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we thought Circleville coming in was going to maybe cause some turnovers the way they go at the ball. and Indian Valley kind of spun that around on them, and they're the ones creating the turnovers tonight.
It is 28-7, and you are tuned in to the First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a few minutes here, pay a couple bills. We'll return and talk things over about how we see this second half going in a little bit from Janayton. Stick around. Your home for high school playoff football is with Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janayton-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janayton-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Old Town Tavern in Tusky offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Old Town Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Old Town Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
Adventure starts at Addie Polaris in New Philadelphia. Whether you ride Polaris or Can-Am, they've got the machines, parts, and service to keep you rolling. Their certified technicians handle everything from first service to full service, plus tires and repairs on most major brands. Family owned and trusted since 1955, Addie Polaris is your go-to power sports destination for Ohio and beyond. Stop in today or give them a call at 330-339-3351. Addie Polaris LLC, where your next adventure begins.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Hungry? Swing by Tusky Deli, right in the heart of Tusky. They have the lowest prices on deli meats and cheeses, a fully stocked freezer and cold food section, and delicious grab-and-go sandwiches, wraps, salads, and more. And now, every Friday, they are firing up their brand new pizza oven for made-to-order pizzas that are hot, fresh, and unforgettable. Stop in, stock up, and taste the savings. Check out everything they offer by finding the Tusky Deli on Facebook. Tusky Deli, local, fresh, affordable.
Fall is here and those leaves aren't going anywhere on their own. Let Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions handle your leaf removal and trimming so your yard looks clean and ready for winter. Then when the snow starts to fall, stay cozy inside as Wolf's residential snow removal program will take the stress and the shovel off your hands. From fall cleanup to winter care, Wolf's keeps your property looking its best all year long. Call Wolf's Lawn and Landscape Solutions today, 330-204-3933.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
Hey, other guys, insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At Logivision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At Logivision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. Logivision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
It is halftime, brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison. As we roll on here, give you a couple other updates of what is going on around Z Country in terms of the high school football playoffs, as Shannon almost looks annoyed at me.
I thought I was on a union break, but then I realized we weren't.
No, unfortunately not. So what do you got from the other scores that are going on right now?
A quick Bear Carpet One scoreboard update, which I don't have to be quick since we're at halftime. In the third quarter in Division 6, Region 21, Garraway, the number 7 seed, leads the number 2 seed, Crestview, 21-0.
Well, Pirates really taking it to the, I can't remember what they're, Rebels? I think it's the Rebels.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not even going to try to guess. Then we jump down to Division 7, Region 27. At the halftime, number 2 Waterford 28, number 7 Strasburg 7. D7, Region 27. We knew this was going to be a very big hill for Connaught Valley to climb because number 1 seed Hillsdale was very good. And at the half, Hillsdale leads Connaught Valley 56-0. Division 7, Region number 25 at the half. Number 4 Monroeville and number 5 Malvern are all tied up at 14. And Division 6, Region 23, number 9 Ridgewood is taking on number 1 Centerburg, and Centerburg leads them 20-14 in the third quarter.
A lot of really nice games going on there.
Yeah,
Did you say the fourth quarter?
Third quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
I might have said fourth quarter.
Well, no, I was just thinking, how fast is that game moving?
You know, and a lot of people were talking going into this game, and I told everybody, you know, our Ridgewood stringer, Dalton Patterson, he said he's watched enough film on Centerburg that he figured Ridgewood would have a real good shot at that game after the way they played Garraway and the way they played Indian Valley.
I mean, it's a one-score game. It's right there.
He said they had a really good running back and they had a really good tight end, and
where have they seen that before?
Well, that's what he said. He said, you know, he said in his opinion they took on the best running back in the state in Grady Kinsey. So he said I like their chances against Centerburg, and right now it's only a 6-point game. So see if the Generals can find a way to get back in that.
Well, that is your scores from all around Z Country going on in round 2 of the high school football playoffs. Of course, the guys back in studio having you covered for their halftime report. Going to be wrapping up here in just a little while. We're going to be wrapping up our halftime in just a few minutes as you see the Indian Valley Braves marching band out there on the field. And Shannon, big congratulations to them, too. They did fantastic at the state level up there in Medina.
Yeah, they've had a really good, outstanding marching band season. They went to multiple big shows around and got a lot of superiors, and I don't know the whole classifications. I've been to some of the
There's
competitions.
ones and twos, and I'm not good at,
And a 1 is better than a 2, and a 2 is better than a 3 in marching band.
I think, yes.
But, they've had an outstanding marching band season. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, so we're going to be taking a break here shortly. Looking ahead for the record watch, so to speak, though, for the Indian Valley Braves and running back Grady Kinsey. 179 yards, 3 touchdowns. He sits right now, Shannon, at 122 rushing touchdowns for his career, which is 2 from tying Daniel Bangura, set from Harvest Prep from 2014 through 2017. So right now, it's not unrealistic to think that tonight Kinsey could tie that mark.
Yeah, I mean, Indian Valley's got to go down and put some scores on to get it to a running clock, so I'm sure Lank's going to leave his starters in to try to get to that running clock.
We'll have to wait and see. We got 3 minutes that are going to be added back on the clock here for the halftime break, and we're going to take every minute of those. We'll be back here to Janayton for round 2 playoff football after these words.
Think Newtown Mall is just for shopping? Think again. With a great mix of local favorites and national brands, it's the perfect place to find what you need and discover something new. Whether you're checking out the latest trends, grabbing a bite to eat, or just enjoying the atmosphere, it's a great time anytime. Make a day of it, bring a friend, and experience the mall like never before. Stay in the loop. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and visit newtownmall.com to see what's happening.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment and stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the Room by Room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor and Home.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back here to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Sorry, I was distracted by Shannon's dancing.
Man, I was dancing.
That was
all over
impressive.
the place.
Do you need to take a break now? You didn't stretch beforehand, though.
No, I got kind of hungry, so I might have to go to Tusky Deli tomorrow and get me one of those meat and cheese trays to make me some turkey sandwiches, maybe grab me some dessert while I'm there.
A nice turkey sandwich actually sounds pretty good right now.
Dude, there's nothing better than a turkey sandwich from over at the Tusky Deli.
Well, we are ticking down the final seconds here of your halftime break. It's a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff on the way. Indian Valley deferred that opening kickoff, so they are receiving here to start off the second half. They lead 28-7. They'll have 2 men back deep. We already saw Circleville on their earlier score try. It was kind of an onside, more like a pooch kick from Caden Paxton. We'll see if they try to dial that up again. The 2 men back deep for Indian Valley. Looks like it's going to be Carson Hostetler and Reese St. Clair.
Right now, Circleville's defense has got to find a way to step up. I mean, the only thing that they did on defense that was any good was kind of a gift from Riker Williams as he just kind of throwed that ball up to try to make something happen. They was able to intercept it right there late. Almost took it down and turned it into some points, but defensively, they got to find a way to get a stop right now.
Yeah, so far they have not forced the Indian Valley offense to punt, as Paxton will do an onside. Dribbles it, and the up man for Indian Valley, and Colt James is right there on top of it. Some sure hands as he'll haul it in at the 50, and now Indian Valley starts off with great field position. James saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, and I'm sure their coach has told them, listen, they're probably going to line up in a regular kick formation, and they might try something, so be prepared. And James, I mean, he's just having an outstanding game all the way around, offensively, defensively, special teams now. He's done a lot tonight, so good job by him right there.
He was that player that we were talking about earlier in the broadcast about the different positions that you can put him at, kind of Mr. Do-It-All for the Braves, and it's really paying off here. Officials timeout. I don't know if this is a spot issue. I don't know what that was all about. Braves will go under center with the I form. They'll go with 2 wide receivers right. Barr fullback, Kinsey running back. Williams direct handoff into the hands of Kinsey. Cutback lane up the middle, driving. Has a couple defensive linemen on him. Still trying to find more, and he'll finally go down at the Circleville 48. It's only a pickup of 3 there for Kinsey, his 10th toe of the night.
Yeah, one of his linemen fell down. I think it might have been Coy Haney. Might have fell down right there, and that kind of left the hole he was supposed to go into. It wasn't open, so he did everything he could do to get 3 yards right there.
Kinsey, as we already told you, knocking on the doorstep of history from the state level. But if you ask him and you ask the Braves, they're not concerned with that right now. They just want to win. They'll go 1 by 2 this time. Barr up in the formation. Williams in the backfield, but Kinsey, I thought he was going to line up as your quarterback. Instead, it'll be Williams. Fake to him. Pump fake. Now Williams is going to get dropped from the side as he wanted to throw it out wide to St. Clair. There was nothing doing, and he got leveled.
Yeah, it's one of those things right there where the defensive guys kind of got out here. They jumped up in the air, so he had to pull the ball back, and as he was waiting for the defensive guys to go out of the road, he got clean from the backside.
Braxton Dunkel is the one who cleaned it up, a loss of 3. Not really seen Williams uncork it with his legs so far tonight. Hasn't really had to. And you and I saw disaster coming when he was pump faking a swing pass or a screen in the pocket. But if it wasn't there, no need in forcing the turnover or giving away a possession. Motion man from left to right. They'll fake that jet sweep. Williams wants to throw it back. He'll get into the hands of Kinsey, who's wide open. He'll go down the sideline with an extra block. 35, cut back to the middle at the numbers. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown as Indian Valley up 34-7. Kinsey takes the throwback screen, 52 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's just one of those plays that was dialed up nice right there. There was a nice block out there on the outside, right at the line of scrimmage. Riker was able to get it over the head of the defender, and Grady did a nice job blocking downfield, and he zigzagged his way to the end zone.
You saw that on the Ron's Heating and Cooling replay on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Kinsey's second reception, his 4th touchdown overall of the night. James is through it, and it's good. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is on the way.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
Almost kickoff time again here from Janayton. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and never miss out on a broadcast. 3 men back deep for Circleville. Braves up 35-7 early in the third quarter. Round 2 regional quarterfinal. In Division 4, Region 15, low line drive kick from James will roll back to the returner. Will grab at his own 12-yard line and looks for room. That's going to be one of the returners for Circleville up to the 29-yard line. That was Jacob Reichelderfer, which I really hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, and if you're at home and you're trying to keep track of Grady's touchdowns, that touchdown goes towards his career total touchdowns, not the rushing touchdown that he's closer to.
Which he would put him at 127 career wing pass, and he sailed it. That time they had Kinsey spying Ezell out there.
Yeah, Kinsey did a nice job. That's an adjustment they probably made at halftime. Kinsey was at the linebacker position and seen him roll out there. He went ahead and started headed that way, and I think that kind of also forced the pass a little wide out there.
Only, I believe, the 5th incompletion for Phelan so far tonight. He's really been on the money. But if you're Circleville, finding yourselves down by 4 scores, you're in hostile territory. In a playoff game, win or go home, you're going to have to really find something big and really dig deep into the well. He'll go 2 by 3. Phelan by himself in the shotgun again. 4 down linemen, they'll only bring 4, will the Braves. Phelan tries to step up, goes through the pressure. Williams strips it away. It falls forward, but Phelan jumps on it. The 2nd sack of the night for Williams.
Yeah, he got lucky there because when the ball came out, it took a bounce and bounced right back up into his other arm because Williams had one arm pinned to his side.
Williams' 2nd sack, he was cut off by the left tackle, recovered and cut back in and had the wherewithal and realized Phelan had stepped up and was trying to scramble. Phelan, if you count that as a carry, has ran the ball 15 times tonight, passed it 18. It's all going through their quarterback right now. Looks like they're going to go trips to the right again. It's like a bunch formation, but they really have them spread out, though. Wing on that side. Phelan's going to roll that way. He's got pressure up the middle, heaves it down the field. Kinsey's there on defense and rips it away from the receiver.
Yeah, nice job by Kinsey right there. They kind of got the matchup you want. You want your linebacker on a guy like that, but then when you got a linebacker with speed like Kinsey's got, it doesn't help.
So 4th and 11, it'll be punt time again for the Tigers. That was Nungester who was down the field. So it is running back on running back, or I guess running back on linebacker. Klein is the punter for Circleville. He's had a pretty good night the few times that we've seen him in terms of the punt game.
Yeah, you always got to watch for a fake in this situation, but they're back kind of far to go for a fake.
Yeah, deep on their own territory. High snap. Klein has to go back for it. He will boot it away. That one's going to check up, and it actually looks like the wind really got a hold of it. It's going to take an Indian Valley bounce. Now we'll go back Circleville way. We'll roll, but it will still be in plus territory for the Braves as they will take over at the Tigers 48.
Got to thank U.S. Bagging for coming on board. U.S. Bagging does a lot of work with the gas and oil industry with you ever see the semi-trailers with those big white bags on it? That's full of sand. And, if you need a big bag of sand like that at your house, you get a hold of them. They can hook you up. But U.S. Bagging does a lot in this area for the gas and oil industry, and we thank them for jumping on board and supporting the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, they're rather busy folks pretty much at all times. I was going to say around this time of the year, but at any point. They're going to go with almost a full house backfield. Now they'll actually motion Kinsey back up to the tight end spot on the right. Williams in the shotgun, rolls right. He's going to step back to pass now. He wants the home run ball. Colt James breaks free. He's down the middle, makes the grab. James is in from 52 yards out of nowhere. Indian Valley takes the top off the defense, and the Braves got a running clock.
Yeah, outstanding job by Williams right there. He kind of sold the run right there. Everybody thought he was going to keep it. He decides to roll out. James had to step on the defender, and he goes deep. James is kind of limping a little bit right now, and he's got to come up to kick the extra point.
James's 3rd reception, and that is for Williams on back-to-back pass attempts. A pair of 52-yard touchdown strikes. The last one went to Kinsey. That one was to James, and boy, he did not get a lot into that at all.
Well, he was limping pretty good after he got tackled in the end zone. I don't know if he fell on his leg the wrong way.
We'll take a brief Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports is back after this.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Back to Janaden-Hutton. Try that again. Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Colt James came up short on that extra point after the touchdown reception. Now he's going to go out and try to do the kickoff here, Shannon. You and I both saw it. He was a little hobbled after that touchdown catch, and now we'll see what he does here on the kickoff. Hopefully, Junior will be all right.
Yeah, he's I don't know how you want to say it. He's one of those kids who have spent a lot of time in the weight room this last off season, and he's had an outstanding year on the football field. But his specialty and his love was on the basketball court. So it's going to be interesting to see after the football season's over what Mr. James can do on the court.
I've actually got to play some basketball with Mr. James, and I won't tell you how that went. It's never been one-on-one, and probably for good reason. Low dribbling kick there, and Upman will grab it at his own 26-yard line, looks for room on the right side, and ridden out of bounds. That was Uriah Woodworth, the freshman, who grabbed it.
Yeah, that's probably one of those ones right there. The coaches knew how he was. Said, we're not even going to try to put one deep right here. Just put your foot in it and give it a squiv kick down the center of the field, and we'll see what happens.
James also going to line up on defense now, too. Indian Valley's defensive pressure, outside of the one touchdown they have given up tonight, boy, they have been pretty stout. They've given up some yards. I've got them down for 180 yards that they have given up, but don't let that fool you because they have cut off Circleville but pretty much every turn. They'll tighten things up here with wings either side, one wide receiver left. Shotgun, Phelan fakes the handoff up the middle, and 5 different Braves drive him down. Phelan got stuffed 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where you've done it so many times right now. The Braves are just kind of is keying on him.
Loss of 2. They give the initial contact and credit there to Brogan Wilson, big man in the middle of the Indian Valley defensive line.
You see Grady Kinsey has come out from defense now as Bronco Braun has come in at middle linebacker.
Bronco listed at 5'5", $140. Scrappy, though, at that size. Phelan steps into it. He'll deliver down the right sideline. It's overthrown. Rowan Pasine nearly had the interception, but it's just knocked away.
Yeah, I thought Pasine was going to get it right there, and the collision kind of knocked it out of his hands.
Carson Hostetler was back there kind of playing over the top as a center fielder. If that ball went through both their hands, he was going to be waiting for it, but Pasine got his hands on it, just couldn't haul it in. 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, we see some defensive substitutions starting to come in.
Senior Gary McTavish will come in for Brogan Wilson.
Seen number 7 Reesner come in for
somebody.
Empty
set. Phelan, shotgun, delivers right side, sideline, out of bounds. So go to the 35-yard line. It is a pickup of 5, but it'll bring up a 4th down and long. And it looks like Coach Sherritt is going to go ahead and trot out his punt unit. Might be a frustrating one there because I'm not sure that's the play that you necessarily wanted to dial up there on 4th and 12.
Yeah, they got to hurry up and get it. Indian Valley trying to substitute people in. The coaches are screaming run because you don't want to give up a 5-yard penalty right here.
Braves trying to get aligned as Klein will go back for the punt. One man back deep for the Braves. Klein will step into it, and he'll drive that one. A nice punt as coming up and grab it with the Indian Valley returner in St. Clair. He'll cut to the left side. He's got a lot of room now at the 50. Goes to sideline 45. There is a flag down as a helmet goes flying. A defender lost his helmet, and it looks like they're talking to Kinsey about that. It was number 51 who lost his lid, and Braden Brisker at about the 38-yard line of Circleville.
Yeah, might be hands to the face.
I think Grady is out there talking to the officials. I'm not sure. Well, Kinsey being on the shorter side of that lock up there on a block, if he gets his hands up high, I mean, that's where they're going to go is towards the face mask. And they just called the face mask. So it will be just the personal foul. And it will put Indian Valley back on their own side of the 50, I believe, if it is from the spot of the foul, but still some good starting field position for the Braves. Running clock is active, under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Want to give a thanks again to DAC Vitamins and Minerals, feeding champions since 1983. and helping make sure the Big Z Sports YouTube channel always stays live with some of your favorite high school football and more showdowns in Z Country.
Looks like Indian Valley is going to leave the starting offense on the field, probably looking to put one more touchdown on. That way you get it up to a 14-point spread, because if they get it under 30, then the clock would stop.
Yeah, the starting offensive line went out there. Then the skill positions came trotting out. Quickly, they'll go to the I formation, 2 wide receivers right. Motion man, Pacine in the slot. They will fake it. They were going to do the jet sweep. Now Williams is going to have to run. He'll go to the right side. He wants to point his receivers down the field. He's going to try to step into the throw. Heaves it down the field. James is going to have to play the jump ball battle for it. And the defender comes up with it. We'll see what the call is, and it looks like it's Tigers' ball. What a grab back there deep, battling for it, as it was Drake Klinger who ripped it away from James.
Yeah, Riker directed him to turn and go deep, and he threw it, but he just didn't get everything on it that he wanted. It come out kind of wobbling right there, and threw another interception.
That's the second time that Williams has been picked off tonight. So it will give the Tigers a little bit of life deep in their own territory. A lot of the starting defense will still be out there. Some substitutions here and there, as McTavish is back on the defensive line. For Williams, he had single coverage, but that is a long throw to try to make.
Especially when you're rolling to your right, they're still you don't really get a chance to get set and get squared up.
Phelan will hand it off. It's Azell up the middle, goes to the right side, runs into the back of his own lineman, and he will go down at about the 16-yard line. A pickup of 2 and a little extra pushing and shoving. Azell, that's only the third time he has touched the ball tonight. He was one of the key playmakers in their win over Philo. He just has really not been able to get much going in terms of the run game. He does have, I've got him down for about 5 different receptions on those swing passes, but he really hasn't gotten anything to burn deep. He's their speed back out of the backfield, but has not been able to uncork that.
Yeah, and that's just a credit to the Indian Valley defensive scheme. They've been able to keep him kind of harnessed.
Phelan will have Azell to his right. 2 wide receivers right, wing on that side. High snap, corralled. Phelan, cutback lane, spins around one tackler. Now the safety comes up and cleans it up at the 19-yard line. Pickup of 3.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to have a little bit of running room right there, and he took one more spin. I was trying to see who that was. I believe it was number 18, Barr.
Bradley Barr in on defense now at linebacker.
4-yard gain brought down by number 28. 18, Bradley Barr.
3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers facing a 3rd and 4. Right now, Indian Valley looks well on their way to another regional semifinal berth in Region 15. Empty set, 2 by 3 in the shotgun. Phelan back to pass, fakes left, rolls to his right, tries to step up. He'll deliver down the field as the receiver breaks free down to the 40, and a nice pickup there as it looks like about 20 yards down the field to go the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, give credit to the quarterback right there. He was about a half a yard from being past the line of scrimmage, and he did a nice job getting that ball out of his hand quick, as they're going fast.
Jace Captain, the freshman, his 2nd reception. That one good for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Phelan by himself again, steps back, pressure backside, and he gets rid of it. Swing pass over to the left. It's into the hands of Klein. He's got room down the sideline and will scamper out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So that was going to be a nice pickup again, that time 17 to the big receiver.
Yeah, they're just kind of, the Indian Valley defensive backs and stuff are just kind of just staying back too far, and guys are just finding spots and sitting down in them right now.
2 by 3 again. Going quickly, empty in the shotgun is Phelan. So far, a rather efficient night for him passing. He'll step back to pass, steps up into it, delivers down the left side. Klein's got his man beaten. Hostetler battle for the ball, knocked up in the air, and it might have went off the face mask of Klein as it's incomplete.
Yeah, he actually had to step on Hostetler. Hostetler was able to just kind of get his arm up in front of his face and distract him a little bit right there, and
brings up 2nd and 10.
kind of like you said, it come in there and kind of hit him in the face mask.
2nd down and 10 coming up. Circleville has had a lot of moments tonight, Shannon, where they look like right there, where they can almost start building the momentum. Then it's just a couple mistakes or a couple miscues, and they just seem to lose all that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big building block for them this year. As they, new coach, new system, everything's new, and they've done an outstanding job at times tonight. But Indian Valley's just a little bit better put together football team.
Phelan has his L in the backfield. They're going to swing it out to the right side on a little settle route there into the hands of the receiver. He'll step up to the 30 and is taken down out of bounds. Nice pickup there. It will be a First Federal Community Bank first down. That was Nungester that time, 13 yards. A lot of these routes, a lot of run after catch for the Tigers so far. They actually have some pretty good numbers in the receiving game to this point.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's something that Indian Valley coaches are going to look at the game film this week. And as you go deeper into this tournament, those passing offenses are going to get a lot better. You're going to have those problems fixed.
Tigers trying to take the running clock off the board. Shotgun, handoff, Azell, right side, sidesteps a defender, cuts in. Now he goes towards the sideline. Held up at the 25, still fighting, but he'll go down. Pickup of 4 as the clock continues to roll.
Got to say thanks to Kinsey Excavating coming on board for this football game as they come on board for all of the Indian Valley broadcasts, whether it's football, basketball, softball, wrestling. If you need any excavating work, get a hold of the folks at Kinsey Excavating.
3x2, shotgun, Phelan by himself, back to pass, in the pocket, backside pressure, he is grabbed, he sidesteps around it, gets a 3 from one defender, he'll go back past the line of scrimmage, right at the 25, is met there, and taken at the 24-yard line, so a 1-yard pickup for Phelan.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Brogan O'Connor come there and had him. Looked like he was going to make the sack, but Phelan did a nice job as he stepped forward as O'Connor left his feet, and he just kind of spun him around him and got away from him.
St. Clair with another tackle defensively. Final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Tigers break the huddle. Quickly going to try to get one final snap off. 3x2, but they'll keep it kind of tight towards the line again. Phelan's by himself. 3 seconds. He'll step up. It's a direct read up the middle. He's at the 30, and he'll step in at the 20, 15. Still on his feet, up to the 10. Still driving. He'll go down to the 6-yard line, and a big carry, a 19 into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Hold your 4s in the air. Final quarter of action on the way from Janayton.
That's good enough.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061. Old Town Tavern in Tuskegee offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Old Town Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Old Town Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
Heading into the fourth quarter as Circleville is knocking on the doorstep, looking to punch one in. Indian Valley up big as we head to our final frame. Big thanks to all of our presenting sponsors, as always, for making high school football possible in Z-Country, including all of our sponsors who have jumped on for tonight's broadcast. Shannon, Indian Valley, a lot of their starting defense, some subs in there. Actually, looks like we've got another sub out there for the Braves that we haven't seen yet to this point. Tell you who that is here. I think it's Adler Sell who will be playing corner. And also checking into the game, Bryson Bland, the sophomore. But overall, we'll see if the starting offense remains out there, as if the Tigers are able to punch this one in. Sitting at the 5-yard line, goal to go, Phelan in the shotgun. One running back to his left. It's Nungester. He'll look for room. It's actually Phelan who pulls it out of his belly, and he'll go up to the 2-yard line and is bent sideways. That's a tough tackle to take. A 3-yard pickup, though.
Impact Collision scoreboard update as Garraway has added another touchdown. They now lead Crestview 27-0 in the fourth quarter.
That is an impressive showing for the Pirates.
Waterford is starting to pull away from Strasburg.
2 fullbacks. Phelan fakes it, naked boot, cut back in at the 2, puts forward at the goal line, tries to reach the ball out. The Indian Valley defense converges, and he'll get knocked down at the 1. So 3rd down and 1 upcoming.
Some more Impact Collision scoreboards as Waterford leads Strasburg 42-7 in the third quarter. Hillsdale leads Connaughton Valley 63-6.
Under center, turns, hands it off. Nungester cut back, and he's in as the Tigers put a score up on the board, and they'll take the running clock off the board as Circleville plunges in from a yard out.
Monroeville leads Malvern 27-14 in the fourth quarter, and Centerburg added another touchdown. They now lead Ridgewood 28-14 in the fourth quarter.
For Nungester, the Powerback's 5th carry of the night, and he finds pay dirt. But the biggest thing, Shannon, you got the running clock off. Now you're going to need a big stop defensively. Extra point upcoming from Paxton. Right-footed kicker will get into it, and it's good. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoffs on the way from Janayton.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff in the night sky. Carson Hostetler has it, and the speedster will go up to the 34-yard line for the Braves. That's where Indian Valley will take over offensively, and Shannon, kind of almost as expected, Indian Valley's starting offense will come back out on the field as they look to get that running clock back active again.
Yeah, the starting offense will come back out. I'm curious if we'll see
how many plays we're going to see.
Well, I'm curious if we'll see 22 out there. I look for Reese St. Clair to get the runs.
I was going to say, right now I see St. Clair. I do not see Kinsey, and it looks like St. Clair might be taken over at running back for the time being. So we'll get you the potentially final stat lines for Kinsey if this is the way it holds. Barr lines up as your fullback. St. Clair, your running back in the I form. Pitch play left side. Barr with a nice lead block, but a great job by the defender who sidesteps it. And St. Clair almost got stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Give him a gain of 1.
Yeah, and the thing is, when the defender got to him, the defender kind of grabbed the ball, and St. Clair had a hold of it. It looked like he spun him around with the football, but St. Clair was able to rip it away and, like I said, get 1 yard right there.
Single yard on the carry as Indian Valley gets the play call back in. Right now, winner of this ball game will give you an update as to whom they could be playing here in the near future. I formation. Williams hard count. Couldn't get anybody to bite. Now they'll take the snap. Misdirection. St. Clair right side into the second level. Put stiff arms a linebacker, and he's going to go down the right sideline. 1 man to beat. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Reese St. Clair from 65 yards out, and the Braves up big.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line right there. We know what kind of speed St. Clair's got. He was one of the guys on that 4x100 team that went to state last year, and you let him get to that second level, you're going to have a hard time catching him.
One man that he had was a linebacker who was in the hole who had the last chance on him. But St. Clair said, hey, I've seen that number 22 do this a few times, threw out the stiff arm with the left hand, and kept on motoring into the end zone. Running clock active again. Braves up 47-14. James back out there for another extra point attempt. He'll drive through it, and that one will hook in. Stay tuned. We got a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff on the way.
U.S. Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Back to Janaden Hutton as Indian Valley looking to cap this one off. 9 minutes to go in the fourth, up by 34. And Shannon will give you an update here in just a little while as to whom Indian Valley could be meeting next. And it looks like up big, Jonathan Alder on Johnstown Monroe. So it looks like Alder going to be making the trip to Jeanette Hutton.
Yeah, and it looks like Garraway will be facing Dalton, or Dalton, however you want to say it, because they're up on Columbia. Last I checked was like 27-7, so it looks like they're going to renew that game.
Yeah, we've seen Garraway versus Dalton before. Low dribbling kick there from James. An up man will grab it on the short hop at his own 20. He'll look for room on the left side. Dishes out a stiff arm, but the other gunner will make the tackle at about the 27-yard line. So good job by the Braves kick coverage that time. Probably one of their better covered kicks so far tonight.
Yeah, they sealed all the holes and stuff right there, so they did a nice job getting downfield. But like you said, it looks like Jonathan Alder will be coming to Jeanette Hutton next week, as the higher seed will host the regional semifinal game, and Garraway will have to travel over to Dalton, which they'd probably be all right with that. That's probably only maybe a 30-minute trip across the State Route 94.
Some wholesale substitutions on defense for the Braves. Right now, something of note, at quarterback with Phelan going to be stepping in again here in the shotgun. Phelan sitting at 95 yards on 20 carries, as he'll hand it off that time to the left side. Azell nowhere to go, as he'll get tackled, maybe a 1-yard gain. The reason I bring that up, you and I were talking, when is the last time Indian Valley gave up a 100-yard rusher? Because I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, you'd probably have to go back to maybe
the postseason last year.
Yeah, I know it wouldn't have been against Perkins. They threw the ball.
I'm not sure. I can't remember the stat line against Green, if they had anyone who was a heavy dose of runs or not.
I'm sure somebody will tell us.
7.5 minutes to go in the fourth, as the Tigers will break the huddle. And we might have a different quarterback in. We do, as it's Captain, the freshman, who's in the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff. He'll look for room on the left side. Tried to break free from one defender, but he'll go down at the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup for Captain.
I can tell you this, one thing about Indian Valley winning and coming to Jeanette next week. Listen, guys, if you can't make it to the stadium because you already promised your wife a date, make your plans now to go to Old Town Tavern next week. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. I'm sure Dale and his staff will have some nice steaks ready to go. They'll have the game on TV. You just make a date night of it. You get football, your wife or your girlfriend gets a date. It all works out.
I want the steak. In the shotgun, it's Captain again. He'll roll off the left side as it's a straight run. He gets towards the sideline and is buried at the 34-yard line. 4-yard pickup for the freshman. With the freshman at quarterback, Shannon, I would say Coach Sherritt on the other sideline might be, I don't want to say waving the white flag, but also tipping the cap of respect, seeing the second-team defense come out for the Braves.
Yeah, that's what you do as a coach. Sometimes you got to realize it, and it's like, hey, let the younger kids play.
4th down, and we'll say about 3 to go. Circleville back on offense. Captain in the shotgun. Azell, the running back, to his left. Wings either side. Wide receiver left. Captain will run all the way towards the left. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, still pushing forward, leans the ball out there, and I think he got enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down, a 3-yard pickup. Got just what he needed.
Listen, I just come up with the perfect game plan for next Saturday.
Okay.
Go to Addie, or next Friday.
Oh.
Go to Addie Polaris, buy a 4-wheeler.
Okay.
Go home, get yelled at.
Yep.
And then take her to Old Town Tavern to apologize.
You're listening, honey? And I'm saying to my wife, because that works out perfectly for me. Where are you going to ride a 4-wheeler, though?
I go over and get me a nice sweatshirt. That's about it.
Okay, I gotcha. Ball at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Captain in the shotgun again. He'll turn. He'll give it off. Azell looks for the left corner. He's got a nice block on the edge, and he'll push forward to about the 45, maybe the 46-yard line before he is taken down. Give him a 7-yard pickup for Azell. Adler-Sell takes him out of bounds. Always good to see those underclassmen getting on the field and making some plays, but also for Sadler, one of the juniors on this team. He is a returning letterman for this Indian Valley team. Doesn't play a ton of defense, but still gets in on some of the rotational opportunities and also in these situations. So good to see a junior getting out there on the field.
Yeah, and you never know. You got to get your players all kinds of playing time because you never know when somebody's going to have to go down.
Under 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Captain's in the shotgun again. Play fake. He'll look for room on the left side. Got another nice hole, and he'll get the first down and scamper out of bounds at the 49. 3-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the sticks again.
Pushed out of bounds by number 45, Gary McTavish.
I'd say right now,
that's good enough for a Tigers.
For Circleville, they are a big fan of running towards the left side. They got a lot of confidence running that side of the field behind their offensive line. And really doing a nice job opening up the holes over there as well.
So our stringer, Blaze McMorrow, who has the night off to spend time with his family, he's listening, so he gives me an update on our 100-yard rushers on the season. Nobody this year.
Azell, left side, cut back, and he'll go down at the 43-yard line into Indian Valley territory before he got dropped. That'll be an 8-yard pickup that time, and good on Blaze for letting us know that. I thought I was remembering correctly, but as it's going to stand right now, it certainly looks like it's going to stay that way because Phelan, not on the field, the freshman and captain, is out there.
Well, you was right when you said Green.
Oh, okay.
But the quarterback, remember his name? Tyler Hunka.
That's right, Hunka.
He had 91 yards.
Okay. So we were not far off.
No, that was he was an outstanding quarterback. That was a good early test for Indian Valley.
Ball at the 42-yard line now as captain, play fake, goes to the left side. Looks for room. He's got the edge. He's got the first down. Get past the 40 up to the 39. Pickup of 3. Well, and that's the thing. You know, you go back and it feels like it's been forever ago when Indian Valley took on Green, took on a Division II school and picked up the 28-21 victory. And like you said, that was a good early test because admittedly for everybody with the Braves on their coaching staff and beyond, they said that was far from the best game that they've played, but still picking up that win, got all that momentum, then picked up the 30-0 blanking of Steubenville after that. And you and I kind of looked at each other and thought to ourselves, all right, maybe, just maybe, this is going to be another special year for the Braves.
Yeah, and we said during that Green game, Green was a very, very tough opponent who are still playing in the playoffs. They're playing tonight as there's a timeout right here for Circleville.
Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports rolls on after this.
Provides the bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County dairy farmers. Farms, family, food.
Captain out of the shotgun, tries to go straight up the middle and has nowhere to go, a loss of 1. Checking into the game for Indian Valley, the senior in the middle in Grayson Heath, defensive lineman. Shannon, looks like it's going to end up possibly 48-14 as depending on what Circleville has dialed up for these last couple of play here's. Looking ahead on who's coming to your home stadium up next, Jonathan Alder. An always tough team to go up against. Now, the one thing you can definitely be thankful about, you get to play it on your home turf.
Yeah, Alder's one of those programs year in and year out. They're like Indian Valley. They've built a good program down there, and they're going to be a tough opponent next week for Indian Valley.
Azell, pardon me, it's actually Captain, tries to go off the left side. Maybe got a 1-yard gain. Another senior checking into the ball game in Braxton Lynch for Indian Valley on the defensive line. 3rd down and 10 upcoming, minute 20 to go before we wrap it up. Coming up will be your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. And you and I might have our work cut out for us because we got to name a McInturf Realty player of the game. We'll tell you who that'll be here in just a little while as we put a bow on this. Low snap, and it's going to go all the way back into Indian Valley territory, and Captain's just going to have to fall on it at his own 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a big 4th down right now, but it's pretty much going to – we're at 54 seconds and the clock rolling, so he's probably just going to let it run down here and
dial something up. See if wouldn't be a bad time to see how good the arm of the freshman is if you want to try to heave one up.
Sometimes you can do maybe a little hook and ladder right here, do something, try to get some yards.
We saw the Clay Mustangs in the playoffs in round 1 pull off a successful hook and ladder on 4th down.
That's one of those trick plays a lot of schools forget about.
4th and long as Captain in the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to run off the left side. Has a little bit of a hole, but he is dropped. Might have lost his footing at the line of scrimmage. It will be Braves ball with 16 seconds to go. and just going to take a knee and ride this one out. Indian Valley stays perfect on the year and advances to the regional semifinals as the running clock will tick down to 0. Shannon, a 48-14 victory tonight. Indian Valley did take care of business. There were some moments where I'm sure a little team growth and some things to look at on film they're going to be more than happy to have to break down, albeit with the 2 interceptions and a couple things on defense in that passing game. I think they're going to want to adjust.
Yeah, they got to go and do a little bit of work on the passing game. Like I said, they lost Kyler Vosick to injury, and it's just one of those things. You got guys in different positions. I mean, it's week 12. You know, kids should be ready to go, but like I said, they got some holes there to fill. I know coach isn't going to be happy about some of the penalties. He's no coach is ever happy about penalties this late in the season. You got to clean those up, and Coach Lancaster and those guys, they'll watch this game film and get on the older film.
Well, at the end of the day, we want to give a big congratulations to the Circleville Tigers, making some history this year, getting their first ever home playoff victory, first ever home playoff game, too, if I'm not mistaken, to earn their way into this one. You just ran into the buzzsaw that is the defending Forward state champion.
Yeah, and you knew when you seen them on your side of the bracket, that's one of those things you got to look at. But listen, you don't ever shy away from any opponent. You get tested by programs like this, and tonight, like you said, Circleville had a lot of moments tonight that they shined pretty big. They had quite a few mistakes that they couldn't overcome.
Stay tuned. Your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show is on the way. Final score 48-14. Indian Valley tops Circleville and moves on in the OHSAA tournament. Big Z Sports returns right after this.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
USP Sandblasting and Painting specializes in sandblasting, painting, high-quality graphics, decals, banners, and signs. Whether you have a one-time job or a company that needs multiple graphics, USP provides their design services to create the attention-grabbing designs tailored to fit your needs. For 38 years, USP has provided their customers with high-quality sandblasting and painting services. To hear all USP Sandblasting and Painting has to offer, call 740-254-9061.
48-14, Indian Valley tops Circleville to advance to the regional semifinals in Division 4, Region 15. And Shannon, Indian Valley put their foot down early and took control of this game and never really looked back. Circleville, as was the closest they were able to make it, was the 28-7 mark at the halftime break. But from there, it was all Braves as they, in the second half, outscore them 20-7. You know, giving up the 14 points on the board, I don't think that's going to bother them so much, but what might bother them at the end of the day, gave up almost 300 total yards of offense. That's not something we've seen Indian Valley do this year, 283 to be exact.
Yeah, that's one thing Indian Valley's defense for years has done an outstanding job at shutting down run games and limiting the passing games and not giving up too many total yards. And tonight that was one of the things that they did quite often, but they did it in, like, the defense would do good in shutting them down, but then all of a sudden they'd come out and go fast, and I just think the defense kind of got playing back a little bit, got back on their heels, got playing a little bit of soft, and they would just take the short, 4-yard pass, like you said, and then it would be yards after catch, and they would turn it up on them a little bit.
I stand corrected. More like 250, 260 is right in the ballpark where they gave up. Overall, through the night, through the air, Hudson Phelan for the Tigers, about 138 yards. He did that on 24 attempts. The lone passing touchdown for him that he had in the ballgame, and a Nungester short yardage touchdown plunge were the two ways that they scored. Phelan with the 138 yards through the air also had 95 yards on the ground on 20 carries. And according to one of our stringers for Big Z Sports and Blaze McMorrow, might be the biggest yardage total actually given up to a ball carrier all year long by this Indian Valley defense. Mr. Phelan, is a senior for the Circleville program. I say a heck of a way to round out your career, young man.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job. Like I said, new coach, new system. He does a great job back there, and he directed his linemen all night long, his running backs. He's kind of doing a little bit of everything, and he's going to go out on a high note as having a great season, just come up a little short tonight.
So will senior receiver in Jack Klein, as he had 8 catches for 79 yards. He led the way in that category. Outside of that, though, Phelan, by far and away, the leading yards gainer or the one who picked up the most yards for this Tigers offense. They just needed a little bit extra more. They just couldn't match pace with Indian Valley.
Yeah, the Indian Valley offense kind of got rolling early. Right out of the get-go, second 2 plays, and Grady Kinsey went for 74 yards. And we kind of looked at each other and thought, is this going to be one of those games? And Circleville kind of made it interesting at times with the Indian Valley offense. They had some big scoring drives tonight. As they had a 74-yard touchdown run by Kinsey, a 47-yard touchdown run by Kinsey, a 19-yard touchdown pass from Williams to James, 8-yard touchdown run to Kinsey, 51-yard touchdown pass to Kinsey, 52-yard touchdown pass to James, and then a 65-yard run by St. Clair. So all of those were pretty big scoring opportunities.
I have an interesting stat for you on the night. You're a stats guy, right?
Depends on what the stat is.
Well, Riker Williams tonight had 2 touchdown passes, 181 yards through the air. He was 7 for 9, but technically didn't have a pass that hit the turf because his 2 incompletions were 2 interceptions, which I know he's not going to be overly happy about, but a 2-for-2 split, 181 yards through the air on just 9 attempts.
We had 3 touchdown passes.
Did I say only 2?
Yeah.
No, my mistake. It was 3 touchdown passes. See, that's why you write this down, too, the 2 passes to James and the 1 to Kinsey. You're right.
Yeah, and like you said, the 2 interceptions were just bad decisions by him, just trying to make something happen. And be happy with the success you had. Be mad at yourself for the mistakes you made. But at the end of the night, you're moving on in the playoffs and clean that up for next week.
In terms of the receiving game, Kellen Coates had 1 catch for 21 yards. Colt James, 3 catches for 75 yards. Kinsey, 2 catches, 62 yards. And St. Clair, 1 catch for 23 yards. Kinsey with that touchdown reception. James with the 2 touchdown receptions. In the rushing game, well, it was the Grady Kinsey show. You did have St. Clair just 2 carries, 66 yards. But how about 10 carries, 182 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Mr. Kinsey? Williams only carried the ball 4 times tonight, and technically, if you're counting sacks and stuff in there, actually finished with negative yards rushing, which we're not used to seeing.
No, and a lot of that is because, like I said, just trying to make something happen. The 1 big sack, he trying to set up the little screen pass out there, and he pump faked it twice and got caught from the backside. But all in all, the offense performed well tonight. Defense played pretty solid. They'll have to fix that stuff for next week, and another Braves win.
Yeah, and also, by the way, Riker did have 2 sacks tonight that I forgot to give credit on there on the defensive side of things. It is time to name our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. You and I kind of went back and forth on this one a little bit, trying to figure it out. But somebody who we definitely called the name of all night on both offense and defense, and hey, we could even say special teams as well, as he finished with a pair of touchdown receptions and a forced fumble and a fumble recovery, and also was almost perfect on extra points all night. Our McInturf Realty Player of the Game tonight, Shannon,
is going to go to junior Colt James.
James, one of those kind of Mr. Do-It-All players for Indian Valley, and he played a big role in tonight's victory, giving some momentum as they move on into the regional semifinal rounds. That regional semifinal showdown out of Region 15 is going to be live here from Jeanette and Hutton next Friday. We don't know for certain, but Shannon, I think we know for certain. I bet you Big Z Sports is going to be back here.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have to work next week. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and give you a quick Stalker Concrete scoreboard update, as all of our games have now gone final. As the Strasburg Tigers have fallen to number 2 Waterford, 42-7. Connaughton Valley has fallen to number 1 seed Hillsdale, 63-6. Number 4 Monroeville topped Malvern, 34-14. And Centerburg, number 1 Centerburg beats Ridgewood.
There we go.
Oh, and we
my mistake.
We kind of got cut out right there. As number Centerburg has topped Ridgewood 28-14. And Garraway picks up the big win as they went to number 2 Crestview and won 34-0. So Garraway and the Indian Valley Braves move on to week 13.
Big congratulations to those Pirates. That's a big win. So 2 IVC schools still doing battle in the postseason. You have to stay tuned, but I bet you we've got a little coverage plan moving ahead into the next week.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam's already assigning everybody their positions as we speak.
Well, I'll see if I've got a text. I do have one from 2 minutes ago, so we'll wait and see. To our knowledge, Indian Valley taking on Jonathan Alder next week on Friday here from Janayton. And for all the updates you need on high school playoff football, check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page. For the final time tonight, your final score, Indian Valley best Circleville 48-14. For Daniel Adams down there on the sideline doing our social media work, and for the Claxon Communications crew tonight in Jaron, Aber, Jeremy Holbrook, and Abby Jones also helping out. And for Shannon Thomas, I'm Nick McWilliams. Don't go anywhere, Z Country. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.